Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies pregame show, right here on WXOU Sports on YouTube. My name is Giovanni Moceri, Sports Media Director of WXOU. I'm in the studio for you guys, getting you ready for Oakland University D3 Club Hockey, as it's time for the playoffs. Golden Grizzlies are playing against the Northwood Timberwolves in the Michigan College Hockey Conference Eastern's Playoff Round 1. Bit of a mouthful, I know. But the Golden Grizzlies are looking to play their third game in a row against the Northwood Timberwolves as they finished out the regular season, with a doubleheader against them last weekend. Oakland unfortunately ended those with a loss and then a tie, which did not set them up as well for these playoffs, but the Golden Grizzlies will keep on rolling. Puck drop is at 6:45 right here on WXOU Sports. Be sure to subscribe for more live streams like these, for more highlights, interviews, everything you need from your favorite college radio station based in Oakland University. To go over some of the notable stories going into this game for the Golden Grizzlies, the number 7 rankings just came out for the men's Division III of the ACHA, the American Collegiate Hockey Association. The Golden Grizzlies dropped down to 16th place in the country after being 12 the previous week. The loss and tie to Northwood did not help the Golden Grizzlies. But still, top 25 in the nation, being ranked 16th is no mean feat. Another story coming out was the Golden Grizzlies winning some MCHC honors for this past season. Jack Abo was named to the first team as forward, and then the second team featured 2 Golden Grizzlies, Brandon Danu at forward and Reese Williams at defenseman. And then to finish out the regular season, we have stats for you guys as the Golden Grizzlies finished the regular season 18-6-3-3. Leading in goals was Brandon Danu with 19. Assists was led by Jack Abo with 27. Leading points was Jack Abo with 39. And overall, the team on the power play was 30 of 123 for a good 24.39%. Team kill percentage was 94 of 117, making an 80.34%. Leading in wins was Tate Pottinger with 10, and leading in GAA was Evan Hayes, 1.7, and in save percentage was also Evan Hayes with 94.02 on the season. And for you guys, our broadcasters for tonight will be Drew Allison on play-by-play with Noah Stalker on color. And Drew Allison got a chance to talk to one of the assistant coaches of the Golden Grizzlies before the game today. We'll play that for you right here on WXOU Sports on YouTube.
What's going on, guys? Drew Allison here with WXOU Sports, joined by assistant coach Sam Palmer. Sam, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk a little bit about this year with you really quickly. So you guys have had a great year. 17 wins, I believe, right?
Yeah, 17 or 18, yeah.
Yep, and so last year you were on this team, the captain.
Yep.
And this year you're behind the bench in a different fashion. You're the assistant coach. Talk a little bit about that transition that you've gone through this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same, for the most part, the same group of guys, a good group of guys, and it's definitely different being on the back end of things. You see a lot more, you see the game, you see where we can develop a lot better. When you're a player and you're on the bench, you're worried about, kind of different things. So being behind the bench really makes it, it's a unique experience. I will say that, especially not taking, any years in between and coming right into it. But I like to, kind of relate with the players as much as I can and play that role for the coaching staff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And so obviously you guys are facing Northwood again.
Yeah.
Played them twice last week, and you're going to play them today. What has to be different today in order to come out with a different result than last weekend?
I thought we played well last weekend, and actually we played, pretty disciplined. We stayed out of the box for the most part, here and there, whatever it may be. But in terms of our special teams on the power play, I think we really need to come out and take advantage of those. I want to say we went 0 for 3 last weekend, and that is an area where, especially if, you make it to the national tournament and stuff like that, you don't get those opportunities every night. So when you get them, you have to be on top of it. We really worked on that leading up to this game in practice this week. So
yeah, absolutely. And so obviously we know that you're out without one of your key pieces for this playoffs, Jake McCaddy, correct?
Yep.
And so he ran the point on your power play, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was out there, or at least maybe not the point, but he was out there for the power play.
Yeah, the top of the umbrella, yep.
Yep, and so he's now going to be out.
Yep.
and you mentioned that you guys went 0 for 3 last week on the power play. Have you made any changes over the week of practice? Is there anything that you're going to look to do differently this weekend?
Yeah, we adjusted some things in terms of our strategy and kind of our makeup. Nothing crazy. We slotted in McMullen, who was kind of filling that role, a new guy to our team, but been around the program for a long time. And so we're hoping he can, make a difference. He's going to play that bumper spot in the middle. And just focusing on, getting pucks to the net, getting rebounds, and creating some messy ones in front. That's what I think is going to really drive our power play success this game.
And then you mentioned McMullen and Jules St. Marie, another addition later in the season.
Yep.
Are those two of the guys that you expect to step up and contribute for the loss of McCaddy?
Absolutely. Jules is a young guy. He was on the team, didn't make the age cut or whatever it may be. So he was with our program through the entire first semester, just couldn't play a game, and he was kind of frothing at the mouth to get out there for his second semester. And he's, I think made an impact in the games he's played in. And McMullen is certainly a guy, I played with McMullen a long time ago. And is one of the best guys, when it comes to seeing the ice, and, has proven that already. So we're just looking to, we got to make it happen.
Yeah. And so one key tonight, what would be that one key in order to get you guys the victory tonight? If you could find one
Yeah, welcome, Drew. Very happy to be here tonight. Very exciting matchup we got here.
Yeah, rematch of last weekend for both these teams. Northwood versus OU. Last weekend, Northwood obviously won one of the matchups and then tied the other one. Oakland looking to flip the script a little bit. Haven't won a game since one of their star players, and Jake McCaddy, went out with a season-ending injury.
Yeah, when you lose one of your star players like that, it could be very devastating for the morale in your locker room. And we've seen it on full display. We were at the first game with senior night for Oakland University. We got guys like Evan Chippa, Michael Sana, Griffin Gertz, who are all being commemorated for that game, since that was going to be their very last game at Buffalo Wild Wings Arena. And unfortunately, they ended up losing that game in overtime in a very devastating heartbreaker on a very crippling penalty that happened late in the game.
Yeah, that boarding penalty at the very end of regulation put them a man down into the power play, and just not able to really recover from that one and be able to execute your 3-on-4 penalty kill. And unfortunately, they end up losing that one. And then the next night, they would travel to Northwood and face them, and they would lose that one. I'm sorry, they would tie that one 2-2.
Yeah, and that loss and that tie has absolutely hurt them in the standings. Right now, they're ranked 16th in the country heading into this game. And if they don't keep this up, they might as well kiss those playoff chances goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked with assistant coach Sam Palmer before the game, and he talked about how because they have fallen down to 16th and because it's a very interesting way that they select teams. You have to be ranked within the national rankings to a certain level, and you have to have so many points at a certain level. Oakland definitely has the points, but it's going to be a mystery on if they can make the tournament because of their national ranking. And they play in a really, really, really tough bracket. LTU is in this bracket, one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, they got their work cut out for them for these next couple days.
Yeah, they actually do. So we're getting ready for the anthem here. We're going to step aside, send it back to Joe. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to Crystal Fieldhouse here in Burton, Michigan. Drew and Noah on the call for today. We got about 50 seconds left here until the game. Both teams huddled around their nets talking strategy for this crucial playoff game, Noah.
It is a very crucial playoff game. First one so far in the ACHA playoffs, and this is going to be the rubber match, you could say, because this is the third meeting in a row that these teams have played.
Yeah, absolutely. And so in goal tonight for the Golden Grizzlies is their star goalie, Tate Pottinger, posting a .907 save percentage, 10-3-0-1 on the record, on the year for his record, and then a 3.27 goals allowed a game. Noah, introduce me to the goalie for the Timberwolves.
All right, the goalie for the Timberwolves tonight will be Aiden Schultz. So the last time we played, we covered the game between Northwood and Oakland. He was in net. He had a stellar performance up until late until the third period when he gave up 2 goals to tie the game up. Unfortunately for them, they ended up going to overtime and winning that game.
Yeah, puck is dropped here, and McMullen wins the puck back to Brendan Daniel. Daniel chip it up through center. The Timberwolves will take control. They'll rim along the board, flip it up off the glass, and out she goes for an icing. An early icing at that as well, as Thomas Monte got there first, the captain for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yep, just 16 seconds in, we get our first icing call. Oakland now has a prime opportunity to get the scoring going early, as they're now in Northwood's defensive end.
Yeah, a little bit of a change on that blue line, Noah. We've seen Thomas Monte be paired with Reese Williams all year long, and today it's Monte and Kachi. So maybe something that they decided to change up a little bit with the injury to Jake McCaddy.
Maybe this adjustment could be what they need to get a spark going for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, Timberwolves are looking to dig the puck out now, try and flip it up, and they get it over the head of Monte, and this one will come all the way back down for another icing. Good pressure here opening by the Golden Grizzlies, Noah.
That's a great open pressure for the Golden Grizzlies. We're only 30 seconds into the game, and so far they've kept it in their offensive end. The only time it's crossed the blue line, or not crossed the blue line, crossed center ice, has been when they just dumped it in, and it's another icing for them.
Yep, so McMullen in that top line will stay out there for the Golden Grizzlies. He'll throw it in the corner. It'll be regathered by a Timberwolf. They'll look to establish a breakout. Dano will press up on the puck. He'll get up to the blue line, though. Here come the Timberwolves. Thomas Monte, a nice pinch along the wall. He'll try and feather it in, and Dano eventually rims it all the way around into the corner. On his horse to go get it is McMullen. Oakland will make a blue line change. Just jumps to stick of Dano. Reese Williams will chip it in himself. And both teams will make a full change here.
Yep. Looks like we got McLeod on, along with Reese Williams, who is normally on the top pairing with Thomas Monte.
Yeah, Reese Williams on a pairing today with Duncan McLeod, one of the veterans for the Golden Grizzlies, played really well this year in his role. Puck hits up on the net, and he will have a face-off come out now.
All right, so far with the first minute of play being over, it's been a good start for Oakland. This is the first time that they've had to take a face-off in their own end.
Yeah, and on that draw is Jack Meeting. He'll win it back to partner on the D-line. Austin Furtick with it. He'll flip it up off across the ice. Timberwolves will feather it right back in. It'll be taken by McLeod. McLeod will give it over to Furtick. Furtick can't handle it. Too hot to handle. It'll go by him. It'll come all the way back down for an icing as Reese Williams got there first. And so we'll go all the way back to the other side of the ice.
Yeah, so far it's been back and forth with Northwood and Oakland, going back and forth between both of their offensive ends. But the edge is on Oakland. This is the third face-off so far in the first 2 minutes of play that inside their offensive end.
Yeah, Oakland's going to win that face-off back to the D-man. He tries to get across the blue line, but it's picked up by a Timberwolf. Oakland will dank it off the board. It's looking in a shot that is nowhere near the crease by Oakland. A slap shot blockered out in front. Here come the Timberwolves out through center. They'll flip it in. Oakland comes up to get to it first. That is Owen Storbeck got there. He'll look it over, establish a breakout, give it up to number 71, Brody Plant. Brody Plant will motor in himself, take it all the way across center ice, turn it over to Timberwolves. They'll flick it off the boards, turn it over eventually back to Ryan Kachi, who will send it right back in. Off go the Grizzlies on a change.
There goes some hustle over there by Kachi, trying to get the puck in the net right now.
Puck battle behind the cage right now. Schultz can't seem to find it, but eventually a Timberwolf does. They'll flip it off the boards and out. Oakland attempts to keep the zone, but they can't. Here come the Timberwolves. Turned over in the slot. Really dangerous slot shot.
Oh, no.
A slot chance there, but it's taken away by the Golden Grizzlies. And Pottinger finds the puck in front of him, and he'll just choose to settle it down.
A little scuffle there between Tommy Davis got cross-checked. Well, not too hard, but he did get cross-checked by, I believe, that was Easton Westendorf, number 20 on the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Tommy Davis, a player for the Golden Grizzlies who's had a bit of an up-and-down year, but we saw him against University of Michigan Wolverines have a really nice game-winning goal there in overtime. On it now is Jules St. Marie, one of the mid-season pickups for the Golden Grizzlies. He'll put the puck in between the skates of a Timberwolf, but eventually it's turned over as the convoy comes. Puck will be sent all the way back behind Pottinger. No icing here, one of the rare times so far today. Thomas Monte will send it up along the boards, get it over to Duncan McLeod. Make that Dominic Ruiz, actually. My apologies. He'll flip it up off the boards. It'll come out through center. Jules St. Marie with it. He'll motor in, start his engine. He'll think about staying along the boards and let it go by him. Eventually, he'll be pushed in a puck battle in the far corner. Timberwolves looking to get it out, and they finally do. They sent it all the way the length of the ice, and we're going to have another icing here.
That's got to be the fourth icing so far. We're only 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see if you are Northwood looking to, you're the underdog here. Even though you won the last 2 games, you're the underdog because you are the 6th seed in this playoff going up against the 2 seed. Not a whole lot of people expect you to win, but there's always a chance, as we saw 2 weeks ago.
That's right. Aiden Schultz must be giving his team the stink eye right now because they've spent so much time in their own end.
Yeah, Oakland, really good pressure here. Holding the puck in the zone. D-line playing really nicely. A pass that is sent towards Schultz, but it's redirected out in front. No shot attempt there. Oakland loses it along the boards. Out come the Timberwolves. They'll flip it in and go off on a full change. Oakland, chance to gather here. Kyle Giza gets there first. Top line out there for the Golden Grizzlies. Kyle Giza leaves the puck behind him. Oh, very dangerous there because there was Timberwolves in that area.
Really tried to attempt the pass right there and went right through his stick. Yeah. I guess must have lifted a little too high.
Yeah, Brendan Dando on his horse to go get it now. Probably the best goal scorer this year for the Golden Grizzlies. Although in terms of points, he is second in points to Jack Abo, but not as many goals as Dano's netted. 19 this year. Terrific year for him. Over 15 in his career with the Golden Grizzlies, and he's not even a senior.
Yeah, if they're going to want to win this game, they're going to have to rely on some of their top scorers like Daniel.
Yep.
Especially, and Evan Chippa as well, because they lost one of their other top scorers, like you said, Jake McCaddy, to a season-ending injury.
Yeah, and Jake McCaddy was a huge part of that power point as well, out there at the top of the umbrella. So losing him this year is going to be really difficult for them on that power play and on the penalty kill because he's a focal part of that. He's on the top line for both of those. And we talked with assistant coach Sam, like we said, and he said, they've made adjustments in the season to try and compensate that. Timberwolves with a chance here, shot, but it's blocked out in front. That was Griffin Geertz on the block. Oakland with it now. Jack Abo shot, glove down by Aiden Schultz, saw it the whole way.
That was a smooth play by Abo right there.
Oakland looking to dig it out of the corner. Eventually, Timberwolves get it out through center. Right now with it was Tommy Davis. He'll go pass along the blue line to Thomas Monte, who will send it in. Oakland will make a defensive change. Out there now is Thomas Monte and Reese Williams. And a attempted cross-ice pass over to Reese Williams, but it just in front of him, too hot to handle, and he couldn't get there to get a good shot on goal. But he had a good look there, Noah.
Yeah, that was a good look right there. Fortunately, nothing came about it as we get yet another icing. This will be the 5th icing in the first period.
Thomas Monte's probably getting tired of coming back down the opposite side of the ice to get there first for it to be icing.
Maybe, but the good news is putting him back in the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. So out there for the Golden Grizzlies is Alexander Sharp, Austin Furtick, and it looks like Michael Santa. No, make that Matt Fanoff. Matt Fanoff will win that draw back to Reese Williams. He'll look it over at the point, sends it down low, kick save there by Schultz. It goes to the corner.
Well, he was
Fanoff
shifting a little more to the right.
Sends it along the boards. It'll go by Sharp. Sharp will regather it on the opposite corner. He'll press it along the boards, waiting for the combo to get there. Fanoff with it now. Picked off nicely by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves looking to get it out, and they finally do. Thomas Monte there to receive it at center ice, though. No icing this time. One of the rare times we'll say that today, it seems like. Thomas Monte will send a point shot down to Schultz, and he'll kick it out with a purpose. Easy save there made by Schultz. And we'll have another icing. Spoke too soon. Pottinger's going to come out and field this one. I think Oakland's tired of the icings because they can't get any sustained pressure and get a tired shift out there.
Maybe not.
Mishandled pass there by Furtick, but eventually gets it over to Dano. Dano, get on his horse for it. He'll send it around the boards. 1-on-4. There goes Dano. He'll reverse it over towards Williams. Williams will send over to Abo. Abo sends a pass, blockered out in front by Timberwolf. Flip it off the glass, and out she goes. Reese Williams gets there first. Calling for it is Thomas Monte. He'll send it in. All the way around, and an easy save there by Schultz. Flashing the leather was Aiden Schultz. 13:28 left here in this first period, where it counts 0-0 on the scoreboard.
This is probably the first time in the entire game that Oakland's been able to generate some sort of drive to get pressure on the goalie, since most of the time it's been icing. This is like this. We've had 4 so far in this first period, but let's see what Oakland can do now in a different environment. They're still on the offensive end. Let's see what kind of pressure they can generate.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of last week's game. As here come the Timberwolves, 3-on-2 if they go quick. A shot, easy save there by Pottinger, and he kicks it out afterwards and says, "Get that out of here." The Timberwolves are trying to wipe it right back in, but here comes McMullen up through center. He'll give it over to Dano, the elite goal scorer. He'll shoot it, and a blocker out in front. It'll be flipped off the boards by the Timberwolves in an attempt to get it out. Eventually they do. And on his horse to go get it first is Ryan Kachi. Oakland will make a quick change. He'll send it up through center. It goes by McMullen. We'll have an icing here. First one on the Golden Grizzlies today.
Yep, this will be the first time. They said first icing for Northwood. Now they'll be in their offensive end.
No, I hate to say it, but this reminds me a lot of the game we did last weekend. It was all Oakland in those first 2 periods, and all of a sudden Northwood caught up.
That is true, yeah. It does feel like that right now, but we're only 8 minutes into the first period. Of course, there has been no scoring so far. maybe things will be different this time. Maybe Oakland will find a way to score a goal early on in this game.
Yeah, 12:48 left here in the first. Glove down by Ryan Kachi as the Timberwolves tried to flip it deeper. He'll pull up at center and send it all the way in. Oakland goes off on a change down there to go get it as Brody Plant to delay so that Oakland can complete the change. He'll send it along the boards over there to Kyle Giza, who misfields it. Eventually to come get it is Duncan McLeod. He'll look it over and try and set up a breakout here.
Looks like he tried to go for a hit, then he had to go for the puck.
Shot that came all the way down from the blue line to Pottinger, and he saw it the whole way and sent it over towards the corner. Tommy Davis with it now, sends it over to Brody Plant. Plant back to Davis. They'll play catch. Davis will send it up to Evan Chippa. Evan Chippa gives it to Kyle Giza, and he'll be uplifted at center. A shot down low, tip and redirected, just goes wide.
That was an awesome opportunity there for Oakland to get on the board early.
Yeah, went for the opposite post tip, and a shot that goes off the stick of Pottinger. Easy stick save there, up into the netting. We'll get a reset here. 11:53 left in this first period.
Like you said before, yeah, it felt like it's been all Oakland so far in this first period. And we like the last time we covered this, covered both these teams, it did not end well for Oakland. Like you said,
Yeah, no, it did not end well for Oakland. Yeah, they lost the first game, like we said, in overtime, and that could be due to that just unnecessary, gruesome penalty that they took. But you got to be able to capitalize on the penalty kill. You got to be able to come up with those. So they definitely didn't go into the locker room too thrilled about that one. Kyle Giza makes a dancing move right there, looking like he's playing a video game on number 20 for the Timberwolves. Make that Ethan Westerdorf. Puck finds itself in the corner now. Oakland trying to dig it out. They eventually set up their offense. Mishandled there, though, by Giza. He gets it back. Throws down a Timberwolf in the process. Oakland bench likes that one. You hear some sticks tapping there.
Nice hit right there by Giza.
Yeah, now Timberwolves letting the change complete. They'll bring it up through center. Flick it up into the boards, and I think that might be a delay of game.
I don't know. Wouldn't a delay of game mean they try to shoot in their own closer to their bench, but if it doesn't pass, it'd be
it might have been tipped out front first, and
I believe it was tipped, hit the netting, and now they're gonna have a face off at center ice.
It looked like it went straight up into the netting. I didn't think it was tipped off anything, but it must have been because no one's in the box.
Yeah. Delay game would be more of an instance if it was if
it would just go straight in.
If it goes, yeah.
Austin Furtick is able to flip it up now, and here come the Golden Grizzlies. Matt Phantom with it. He'll dance around, send it down low, too. It looks like Jules St. Marie who will send it back up to the top to the blue line. Matt Santa with it. He was the number 13 now because Jake McCaddy's out for the year. It'll come all the way around, though, as Oakland can't corral it as it's running along to yellow. 10:30 left here in this first period. Matt Santa will dump it in for the Golden Grizzlies. No one gets there first, but Schultz, as he comes out of his crease to field that one and flip it out. Here come the Timberwolves.
Ooh.
And a huge hit thrown there by, it looked like Matt Phantom. Is that right, Noah?
That was enough right there. I think he did a little much. It didn't look like he got much of a Timberwolf. Yeah. He got more of the board than a Timberwolf.
Shot attempt there is blocked.
Oh, there we go. That's what we like to see. There's some physical action right there. That was Jules St. Marie with a big hit right in the corner of the rink.
A shot attempt there, and a really good, clean slot shot attempt was sent in on Pottinger, but Michael Santa blockered that one out in front and never made it. And then the puck will slide all the way down to Pottinger, and he'll freeze this one. We'll reset for a face-off here.
I'll tell you what, this is probably the most physical game I've seen so far against these two. There's been two big hits that have been so far in this game. Not much in the first game that we covered. I don't know much about the second game because we weren't there. But so far, it's been very physical on Oakland's end, and that's what we'd like to see.
Yeah, Oakland really shuffling their blue line right now because we've got Thomas Monty out there with Griffin Gertz. We haven't seen that yet today. We saw Monty start out there with Ryan Kachi, so now they give him another partner. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe Coach Sterling wants to spice things up, see if they can find a way to throw off Northwood. Like I said, this is their third time playing. You want to try? They probably have plenty of footage, plenty of film about them. See how they can assess their weaknesses. Mm-hmm. So maybe trying to throw a curveball at him will help a lot and help him get this win.
Yeah, Monty tries to send it up to McMullen, but it's going to go by his stick, and the Timberwolves will dump it right back in. Monty first to it, reverses it over to Gertz. Griffin Gertz will move it up through, and he'll try and get it to Dano, but just jumps his stick. Never got touched, and it's going to go for an icing. 9:14 left here in the first period. Still 0-0 where it counts.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting first half of this period. Nice physical play by Oakland. Nice job of generating pressure in the offensive end, and nice effort on defense as well. Haven't let up a goal so far in this first period. So overall, it's been a great look for Oakland. Let's see if they can get some points on the board, though.
Yeah, they desperately need to get out and get off and running early in this one because we've seen them have a couple slow starts this year, and generally when they start slow, it doesn't end too well for them. So Oakland will flip that puck out through center as they'll go off on a change. Timberwolves with it now, and they'll ice the puck.
So far, it's been just more and more icing so far in this game. This is the first period. Let's just see how this plays out later on in the game. But right now, Oakland now has back in their offensive end and see if they can get the first points on the board.
Yeah, they're looking to start early and get going. But they've had a little bit of a tough time getting shots on goal, Noah. I mean, we've seen a couple of attempts, but a lot of blocks there by Northwood. And then Oakland just really hasn't been able to set up a shot.
Yeah, that's right, Drew. They haven't been able to set up a shot with all the opportunities that they have had in the offensive end. But this is, like I said, it's early in the game. Hopefully Coach Sterling can find a way to adjust, and we can get more shots on goal and hopefully more goals in general.
Yeah, absolutely. So Oakland will win that faceoff all the way back. On his horse to go get it is Owen Storbeck. He'll gather it and look to establish a breakout. He'll send it up to Austin Furtick.
That was a nice pass there by Storbeck, but it banked right off the end of Furtick's stick, and it bounced away from him. That was an unfortunate bounce there for Oakland.
Yeah, Owen Storbeck will reverse it over to Sharp. Sharp will mishandle it. Storbeck back on it. He'll send it up to Austin Furtick, who will go skate to stick and send it up through center to Jack Needing, who will lose control of it. But then it looks like Ryan Kachi can flip it out. Dangerous chance for the Timberwolves, and a shot will be flipped but tipped out in front by Owen Storbeck. Great stick by Storbeck. Owen Storbeck will get that rebound. He'll set up behind the cage, playing a little bit of keep away from the Timberwolves. Austin Furtick will bring it up. He'll be tripped at center ice. No call there. Timberwolves with it now on the side. Shot, easy flash save by Pottinger. That
was a nice save there by Pottinger. Flashing the glove right there.
Yeah, a little bit of a sizzler came at Pottinger, and he flashed the leather to glove that one down, and he'll elect to freeze the puck, and we'll have a face-off. Fans starting to fill in the seats here, Noah.
There's a lot of people filling in right now. We're about less than 13 minutes into this first period, and so far the entire entrance is completely blocked.
Yes, there's plenty of bleacher room, but everyone's deciding to stand at the door. I'm not really sure why, but not our business.
Not our business at all. Let them be.
Yeah, Kyle Giza with the puck now behind the cage for the Golden Grizzlies. He'll send it over to Evan Chippa. Evan Chippa will try and flip it off the glass to dump it in, but he can't. It's taken by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves will bring it in. On the horse right now is Thomas Kroll. He'll send it around over to Cooper Harfoot, who can't get there. Kroll gets there first. And now Evan Chippa gets the bounce, and it's taken by a Timberwolves. They'll flip it right back in. Kyle Giza with it now, looking it over. He'll send it up to the center to Evan Chippa, the senior assistant captain. He'll bring it in through into the neutral zone, clean entry. It'll be turned over, but then the Golden Grizzlies get it back. Tommy Davis now behind the cage with it. He'll try and circle the track, but he's cut off by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves get the puck along the bench, or along the board, They'll press it. Oakland trying to get it back. They finally do. Behind the cage with the Golden Grizzlies. Send it back up, too. Shot, and a blocker out in front, and a high stick flicks that puck out of the O-zone. And we'll have a face-off come out to the center, Noah.
Yeah, that was a nice shot there by Duncan McLeod. Right from the blue line, off the rip. Although, unfortunately, Schultz was right there to get the save. And it looked like it was about to go in for him second, too. Nice way to get the scoring going for Oakland.
Yeah, real good hand-eye there by the Timberwolves as they slapped that puck out of the air up and into the protective netting. Would have been a high stick anyways if it didn't go into the netting. So, nonetheless, we have a face-off. And the Timberwolves will dump it in and go off on a change here. Duncan McLeod is first to it. He'll send it up to Tommy Davis at the opposite blue line, who can't corral the puck.
A lucky break there for Oakland. It looked like it was going to be a breakaway attempt for Northwood, but the puck was going so fast at that point with 3 Golden Grizzlies in the area, it was just not worth it.
Yeah, Duncan McLeod gets to this puck first. That's behind the cage to the left side of Pottinger. He'll try and send it out, but it's chipped right back in by the Timberwolves. Eventually, Duncan McLeod gets it over to Sharp, who will dangle with it, make that Evan Chippa, 21, not 27. He'll turn it over to Timberwolves. Here come the Timberwolves. Shot, kick save there by Pottinger. Spits out a rebound, though, and it's gathered by Kyle Giza. Gizzo move it out, dank it off the boards over to Evan Chippa. Out are the Grizzlies. Evan Chippa dangles, shot, flasher save there by Aiden Schultz, who gloves it down, elects for a stoppage of play. 5:47 left here in the first, still 0-0 where it counts.
Yeah, you're starting to think for a second. It might be a little bit like what it was last time we covered this team. No scoring so far in the first period. It's been it's been almost all Oakland so far.
Yeah, and last time it was the penalty kill and the power play for Oakland that really, I think, caused them to lose that game. They gave up 2 power play goals, and they went 0 for 3 on the power play. So they've got to do a better job in that asset of the game today if they find themselves in any of those chances.
Well, luckily enough, they've been staying pretty disciplined in this first period. Let's hope that they can keep it up and not put anyone in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. Jules St. Marie with it now in the middle of the ice. He's cut off by a Timberwolf. Matt Fanouf is right there, but he's going to turn it over, and a huge hit is thrown by Owen Storbeck into the boards. Here come the Timberwolves one-on-one, and a too-hot-to-handle pass there for Donald Gooley. Can't corral it. It'll be reversed by the Golden Grizzlies. Thomas Monte will send it up to the blue line. There's Jules St. Marie, and Jules St. Marie is flattened into the boards. Got a taste of his own medicine from earlier. Here come the Timberwolves, and a good stick there by Reese Williams to separate the puck from Gooley. Reese Williams and Gooley will tangle up in the corner for a little disturbance, while Jules St. Marie brings it up through center.
Tensions are flaring a little bit in this game. It looked like both Reese Williams and I believe that was 91, right?
Yeah, Donald Gooley. Here come the Timberwolves, though, one-on-one. Tries to dangle. A good save there, a good stick there by the Golden Grizzlies and Thomas Monte, the captain. He'll move it up to center. No. Fans on the pass. Donald Gooley with it now behind the cage. An attempted shot. Good save there by Pottinger, stealing the post.
That was an ugly look there for Thomas Monte.
Yeah, Monte lost control of that one as he tried to send up a pass. 4:30 left here in this first period. Puck at the opposite corner, and it's going to flick off the boards and come all the way down for an icing. No, it won't make it. It's laid back with touch. On the puck now with it is Owen Storbeck. He'll turn it over. Here come the Timberwolves, 2-on-1 if they hurry. To the slot, and then nobody home.
Kachi, that nice job there by Kachi. I see you stopping that potential 1-2 punch right there. That could have been dire for the Golden Grizzlies.
Looked for the one time in the slot, but just pass was too far out in front of the stick for the Timberwolves, and they weren't able to get there. 3:45 left here in this first period. Still 0-0 where it counts. Puck at neutral ice right now. McMona bringing in, send a shot towards Schultz, and he'll freeze it. Both these goaltenders have been sharp early, Noah.
They have been very sharp. It's going to be another case of who's going to blink first.
Yep. Yeah, Tate Pottinger right now messing with his pad a little bit. Looks like he might have a strap issue. Took off his blocker and his glove, trying to fix his pad. It looks like he's finally got it.
Yeah, good thing he was able to get in now, because I don't want him struggling, and then for there to be a breakaway for Northwood. That's going to be very bad look for Pottinger and a very bad look for Oakland in general.
Yeah. Timberwolves get it out through center ice here, but no, and Storbeck is able to get there first. Now Dominic Ruiz with it. He'll go cross ice pass over to Evan Chippa. Evan Chippa motor his way in. He'll stop, send a shot, and it's blocked out in front, redirected. Puck will come out to center ice where the Oakland Golden Grizzlies trying to fight for it, but Timberwolves are able to chip it in here. On the horse to go get it is Duncan McLeod. He'll get there first and reversed it up to Evan Chippa, the assistant captain and senior, playing possibly his final weekend of Oakland Golden Grizzly hockey. He'll bring it up through center, across the blue line with it all himself. He'll cut towards the slot, but it's taken by the Timberwolves. Good back check there.
Okay. Oh, I thought it would be a turnover right there. That was a good opportunity for Tommy Davis to get his stick on the puck.
Yeah, Reese Williams will bring it in through center right now. The defenseman showing off that he's got forward stick handling skills. Alexander Sharp sweep checks the puck along the boards, where it's sent right back to the boards by the Golden Grizzlies. We have a Timberwolf down right now, slowly getting up.
He looks to be
okay. Thomas Monte with it now. He'll fan on a shot. That's the second time he's fanned today. And the Golden Grizzlies will wipe it right back in. Good shift here for the Golden Grizzlies if they can keep the zone. They got a tighter group out there for the Timberwolves. Let the Timberwolves get it out. Out they come. And we're going to have a stoppage of play.
Whoa.
And
yeah, Gooley and Williams took a dive right there. That's not a good look.
I'm assuming that's why they stopped play, but I'm not 100%. Oh, no.
That happened right after the whistle was blown.
Yeah, it was an offsides.
That's what I was going to say. It was definitely an offsides. First offsides called in this game for Oakland and Northwood.
Yep. So Matt Fanoff in the dot right now for the Golden Grizzlies, and his line is out there with Sharp and Furtick. He'll win it back over to Kachi, the D-man. He'll bring it up through center. come at the blue line, send a shot down to Schultz that is easily gloved down by Schultz. Saw it the whole way.
All right, you got 2 minutes left in the first period. It's scoreless. My look now, if I'm Oakland, score right here, right now. You may not have your best player on the ice right now, but you do have some pretty good players still regardless. And let's see if we can come up with an opportunity right now.
Yeah, Oakland wins that draw, and they're going to dangle with the puck down along the goal line, try and look to set something up, but it's going to be taken by the Timberwolves. 2-on-2, if they hurry, they'll just send it down towards Pottinger and go off on a change. Good stick there by Kachi to wipe away the stick of white of the Timberwolves. Kachi will get it now. He'll send it over to Jack Abo. Jack Abo on his horse with it. The leading point scorer for the Golden Grizzlies. He'll send a shot. Oh, this goes off. Looks like the bar, Noah.
That hit the post. That's not that. I tell you, Aiden Schultz must be very happy right there. Got a easy break with a hit in the post.
Yeah, $1:30 left here in this first period. Aiden Schultz should be kissing the post in the first intermission. A good stick there by Evan Chippa, though, as he'll motor in himself after he stole the puck at center ice. But the Timberwolves flip it out. 1-on-2 in favor of the Golden Grizzlies, and a good back check there by the Golden Grizzlies, and specifically Kyle Giza. A couple players go down in front of the ice, Dano being one of them.
Yeah, it looks like Dano took him down.
No call there. That's all that matters. They play on. Timberwolves get possession here at center ice, but Dano with a good stick picks the pocket of the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves will flick it off the boards and back in. Here they come. They'll feather it in and move it deep. Duncan McLeod with it now. He'll escape out and look to set up. I'm surprised the Timberwolves didn't go chip and charge there. I think that they're looking for a change, Noah.
It looks like they're. I mean, you're probably right. Those look like they were going for a change.
45 seconds left here in the first period. Oakland looking to set up something offensively and try and get a goal before this first period ends, get some momentum, but they really just can't, as the Timberwolves will flick it all the way down. It won't make it for icing, but Dano will get there first, and he'll look to establish a breakout real quickly. He'll get it over to Abo, who will flip it in, and Oakland will go off on a change here.
Last 30 seconds of this game. Let's see what Oakland's got cooking up.
Here come the Timberwolves at the head of steam. Shot that just goes wide of Pottinger. Never really a legit scoring chance there. It'll be reversed around by Gooley. A shot will be kicked out in front, though, by Monty. And Monty throws a huge hit on French right in front of us. Monty threw him to the ground.
That's another big hit there.
Period expires here. Wow, what a hit by Monty to end that period.
Yeah, that's a statement hit right there, especially with the last few seconds of this first period.
Yeah.
That lets them know, we're here to play. You're not going to scare us whatsoever.
Yeah, Monty knows what happened last weekend, and he wants revenge for that. So that's going to be the end of this first period. Before we send it back to Joe, Noah, let's talk a little bit about it. What does Oakland got to do to get going?
Well, they got to get going. If they're in the offensive zone, they have to come up with opportunities, and they have to come up with opportunities quick. Mm-hmm. Got to get those scoring chances up and get those goals going. You can't just spend your time in the offensive zone and just not score. You did this against Northwood the first time you met, and look where that happened. It took you until the third period to get a goal on the board. You had to come from behind. You do not want that, especially in a case like this. You're going to not get any goals going. You're going to have to find a way to adjust, and you're going to have to find a way to score quick and often.
Yeah, I think Oakland really needs to get a net front presence out there early and get shots on net. If you get shots on net with a net front presence, someone will be home when Schultz spits out a rebound to send one back home. They've got to get out there and get after it and get pucks to the net. Good things happen when you get pucks to the net. It doesn't matter if it's a shot from the blue line, because if Schultz spits out a rebound to the corner and there's someone midway between the corner and Schultz, that's a goal right there.
That is a goal. We've seen a couple opportunities so far. There was one for, I believe it was Abo.
Yes.
Yes.
Abo sent the one that went off the post or the bar.
Yeah, the one right off the post. Got to come up with a way to get the rebound so you're not
Yeah, they've got guys on the edges, but they need a net front presence. Someone get out there, screen Schultz. We saw a couple of the goals last week came off of a screen.
That is true. Yes, they did. Yeah, Northwood was able to capitalize on screening the goalie.
Exactly. So get some screens out there, get a net front presence, get shots on net. Good things will happen. You will score. So we're going to take a break. We will send it to Joe for the intermission. We'll be back shortly. Drew and Noah, we'll be back shortly.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies Intermission Show. Back here in the studio with Giovanni Moceri. Pardon the technical difficulties. Would have gone on air as soon as Drew and Noah sent me. But so far in this game, it is tied at 0 after the first period. It's been a whole lot of physicality so far in this first half. And as you heard from Noah and Drew, a lot of time spent in the offensive zone is Oakland, but not enough opportunities have been capitalized to get themselves that goal to make all that time in the scoring half worth it. But otherwise, it's a big physical game here. It's what you expect here for playoff hockey. And don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe to WXOU Sports. Not only do we have coverage of your Golden Grizzlies D3 hockey, we got coverage of the D1 sports as well. D1 hockey gets coverage here on WXOU Sports. We get the NCAA sports here on WXOU. We got Golden Grizzlies basketball coming up as the season's winding down in the arena for both men's and women's. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we got a broadcast of the men playing IUPUI in the arena as one of their final games of the regular season, of which they get to finish at home. So be sure to subscribe to WXOU Sports for that. Tune in to WXOU on the TuneIn Radio app to make sure that you don't miss that one as well. And we'll be also broadcasting baseball and softball as it comes back to Rochester, as both baseball and softball are starting their season soon. And for baseball, they already started in California. So we'll have coverage of that as well. So in summary, no reason to not subscribe to WXOU Sports, and make sure you get all of your sports coverage from students, for students, and beyond on WXOU Sports. And we will send it back to break. You will be getting ready for the second period of this playoff hockey game. It's the Golden Grizzlies in the Michigan College Hockey Conference Eastern Playoffs here on WXOU Sports. We'll send it back to music. be sure to tune in to WXOU Tuesdays from 4 to 5 for the Blue Ski Mask Show. On Tuesdays from 4 to 5, get ready for the ultimate radio experience for Detroit football and basketball aficionados. From the Oakland Post, it's sports editor Brock Hillig and sports reporter Kirk Szymanski as they take you on an exhilarating ride through the world of Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons. Get ready for in-depth analysis, player spotlights, game reviews, and expert insights all centered around the action in the Motor City. It's the Blue Ski Mask Show, Tuesdays from 4 to 5 on WXOU Sports, and be sure to find the recordings of the show afterwards right here on WXOU Sports on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to not miss the Blue Ski Mask Show. Once again, Tuesdays from 4 to 5 on WXOU. And also tune in, that would be Mondays at noon, would be the JOMO Show. Your home for Oakland sports and beyond on WXOU. Features coverage of Golden Grizzlies club and NCAA sports, as well as professional coverage as well, along with interviews with athletes, coaches, staffs, and everybody involved in athletics. That would be Mondays at noon for the JOMO Show. And be sure to go there and subscribe to YouTube and Spotify to never miss an episode from WXOU Sports' The JOMO Show. And we are soon waiting for the second period of this hockey game here. The Golden Grizzlies and the Northwood Timberwolves currently tied 0-0 going into the second period here. It's been plenty of physicality so far, and we just cannot wait to get back into the second half. Or excuse me, the second period. Forget what sport it is. The second period coming up right here on WXOU Sports. Drew and Noah, take it away.
Welcome back, everyone, to Crystal Fieldhouse here in Burton, Michigan. The teams are coming back out on the ice, and we're ready for second period playoff hockey featuring the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies versus Northwood Timberwolves. Drew and Noah here. We'll be here with you all night. Noah, welcome back.
Yep, Drew. We're starting the second period right now. First period was not the most electrifying. Not a whole lot of highlights in the game. There would be an occasional hit, an occasional scoring chance, but so far it's been a stalemate as we head into the second period.
Yeah, I think if you had to find two highlights in that first period, it would be the one shot that Pottinger saved on that little short side try and flip in by Gooley, and then Thomas Monty's major hit right in front of us.
Yeah, Monty had a couple hits there in the first period. Same with Reese Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Oakland was out there hitting, and in this second period, we talked about at the end of that last period, look to set up offensively, get pucks on net. Good things happen when you do stuff like that, and they can get going here in the second period if they go for that.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta get your scoring chances up. That's how you're gonna win this game. You don't want to go into this. You don't want to go into this first playoff game. Got a bunch of seniors that will most likely be playing their last weekend of hockey. You don't want to come out losing to a team that you've already lost to in the regular season to end it, as well as tie. You want to get that win. You want to get that closure, that per se, as you go deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah, and Oakland's going to keep out their top line with Dano, McMullen, and Abo, and then defensively it'll be back to Kachi and Monty. We saw Monty on a couple of different line pairings in that first. He's back with Kachi right now. And we'll get set for puck drop here as Fedorkovich, the leading goal scorer for the Timberwolves, is in the dot as well, and he loses that one to the Golden Grizzlies. It'll be flipped in by the Golden Grizzlies. Sashirto flips it out for the Timberwolves. Monty make that Kachi over skates it. Monty fields it behind the net, brims it up to Jack Abo. He'll send it up through center to the Golden Grizzlies. Here comes McMullen. Golden Grizzlies on a charge, and it just jumps the stick of Dano. He had a chance for a grade A shot. And they're off sides of the Golden Grizzlies. They got to tag up. It'll be sent the length of the ice all the way down, but it'll be chipped in, so no icing here. Kachi will rim it over to Thomas Monty. He'll field it, reverse it over back to Kachi. Kachi will send it up through center to Dano. Dano's going to motor in and start it himself. He'll take it along the boards all alone. He'll go deeper with it over to Abo. Abo will be upended and a huge hip check there by,
all right.
Looked like Zachary McCarthy, but wow. Jack Abo went head over heels on that one, Noah.
Yeah, and he actually had a little something to say after the hit too.
Yeah, that's a hit you see in video games, not reality. Out go the Timberwolves as they get out of dodge here. They'll turn it over, though, to the Golden Grizzlies as Brandon Daniel gets it, and the Golden Grizzlies will flip it out of the O-zone and regather themselves as Abo will limp himself off the ice after that one. Puck will be flipped behind the cage. Timberwolves looking to gather control of it. They're able to keep it away from the Golden Grizzlies, but struggling to set up anything truly offensively. They'll send it cross corner. It'll come all the way out towards the blue line. They'll rim it back down. Going to get it is Ryan Kachi as the Timberwolves are going to make a full change. Even though they had control in the O-zone, they'll abandon the puck and go off on a change. Oakland, they'll rim it up through the boards out. Austin Furtick out to center through is Needing. Needing goes to the corner with it. He'll delay. Comes back towards the center. Pass to the slot, but nobody home for it. Out go the Timberwolves. They'll bring it out through the middle. Timberwolves will try and gather it here. Eventually it finds its way to Alexander Sharp. He'll try and get it out, and he's able to glide the puck out to center, but the Timberwolves slam it right back in. Timberwolves will go off on a change here as Oakland regathers and look to establish a breakout.
They're going to need a breakout right now.
Yep, here comes Austin Furtick, one-on-one. He'll go to the corner, wait for a convoy to join him. He'll get tied up a little bit by a Timberwolf, but puck will find its way to Giza, jumps his stick and turned over to the Timberwolves. 2-on-2 go the Timberwolves. And eventually the convoy for both teams catches up, and it's back to a 5-on-5. Oakland gets control in their D zone, or do they? It's turned over back to the Timberwolves. Behind the cage is Dominic Clavon. He'll look to get it to the slot, but kicked out in front by the Golden Grizzlies. Shot from the point. Here it comes. Looked like a stick save there by Pottinger. Another shot down towards Pottinger just goes wide. Puck behind the net. Oakland trying to look to get this one out, but they eventually do. Out comes Ryan Kachi, it looks like. Make that Tommy Davis. He'll try and toe drag it. Loses control. A stick sweep, though, by Tommy Davis. Unsuccessful in regathering that puck.
That was Oakland's first big opportunity to score in the second period.
Yeah, just not able to put one home. Oakland skates it up through center, though, right now. They'll flip it in. It'll glide all the way down to Schultz, who'll kick it over to the corner for McCarthy, the major hit giver. He'll send it up to the middle, but it'll be turned over. On it is Reese Williams. He'll try and flick it in, and he can't. He'll regather it, turn around, try and toe drag across and split two defenders. He'll go all the way down to the corner. Covering his spot nicely out at the top is Michael Santa. Michael Santa pinching along the boards, having trouble to find where it went. Eventually, another Golden Grizzly finds it, and Matt Faniff, and he'll flick it in, but Timberwolves skate it right back out. Puck will be kicked up into the air, and it's going to go off of the actual back wall as it went over the netting. We'll have a stoppage in play here, and it'll come out to center.
Well, it looks like we got something going on. Is someone going into the box?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. Michael Santa's going to the box for the Golden Grizzlies. For the Northwood Timberwolves, I believe that was number 6. That is Thomas Kroll. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey as we get to the 4-minute mark in the second period.
Not exactly sure what the calls are there. The referee gives them to the benches, which are the opposite way of us, but nonetheless, it's 4-on-4. As my partner Noah just said, we've got two guys doing a 2-minute sit in the sin bin here.
See if this 4-on-4 hockey will spark some kind of confidence and momentum for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah. In 4-on-4 hockey, the key is possession. You've got a lot more room, so it's not as easy to press the puck. And to get turnovers, once you get possession, you really got to just maintain it and look for shots. You want to get an advantage. You want to find yourself in a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. It's similar to overtime hockey.
Very much, Drew, very much.
Yeah, so 15:40 left here in the first period. $1:20 left on the sin bin sits for the two penalty guys of each team. Oakland looking to finally get control, and they eventually do. I'm not sure if they're going to look to get off a change here. No, they'll keep their same group as they'll flip it in, and comes out of his cage to field it as Aiden Schultz, and it looks like Dominic Ruiz was flattened into the board, and we're going to have probably a boarding call here, and Ryan Koch got up in the face of Donald Gooley to let him know that that's not allowed.
Yeah, it looks like Ruiz is limping over to the bench. He was grabbing his right arm after taking that hit.
Yeah, so it looks like, Gooley's going to go on the bench. So Thomas Kroll will get a buddy in the bench.
So we got 4-on-3 hockey. This will be Oakland's first power play of the playoffs. Heading into this power play, Oakland has converted on 24% of them.
Yep, there are 30 power play goals on the year, and they're going to have that really good power play line out there with Tommy Davis, Reese Williams, Jack Abo, and Brendan Dano. They're going to look to get Dano his signature one-timer and walk down the line, shot out front. Reese Williams will bring it in now. He'll send it back out to Abo. Abo shot, and it's a good stick there by the Timberwolves. Puck will come out, and the Oakland will have to re-enter the zone here. Tommy Davis gets it first. He'll bring it in the zone, comes down towards the blue line. He'll circle back up and give it out. Shot, and another good stick there by a Timberwolf as that puck goes up over the netting. Comes out of play over by me and Noah, actually. And we'll have a reset here and a face-off.
Well, that was not too close to us. I don't think one of us want to get hit in the head with a puck like that.
Yeah, definitely no doubt. No civilian was injured in the process of that shot, though. So we're all good and ready to go back to 4-on-3 hockey. 46 seconds left here on the 4-on-3 hockey. 14:55 in the period. Abo with it now. He'll dangle back up to the shot, and it just saved by Schultz. And Dano gives a shove to McCarthy, and Sashirto gets in the play, and we got a disturbance out in front.
Yeah, he's smiling right there. He
knows he's in their head.
Hopefully they can get a goal out of that too. Oh, by the way, that's a 5-minute major for that's number 91, Donald Gooley.
Yeah, so a 5-minute, it'd probably be a game misconduct is my guess.
So once they get off this 4-on-4, Oakland's going to have prime power play time right now.
Yeah, Abo with it out the blue line right now. He'll dance with it and look to set up. He'll butt hook and reverse, send it back over to Dano right in front of us on the goal line. Dano comes out towards center. Shot, kick save there by Schultz. Dano gets the rebound, though. He's pestered by Betchel. Betchel gets control. Abo gets it from him. Abo's getting pinched by Betchel right in front of us. He'll get it over to Dano. Reset for the Golden Grizzlies. 14:27 left here in the second. Dano down to Abo. Abo with the behind the goal line. He'll dance with it. Try and find a partner. No one to send it to. No shooting lane. Gets it over to Reese Williams. Reese Williams over to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis brings it down low. And a good block there by the Timberwolves. Puck comes all the way out to center. And Reese Williams regathers it. And 2 of the penalties expire. They're out of the sin bin. It's 4-on-5 power play hockey still for the Golden Grizzlies as 3:45 remain on the power play. 14:02 left in this period. Oakland with some grade A chances there, Noah.
That was some great A chances right there. I think that was probably the cleanest chances that Oakland has had so far in this game.
Yeah,
but it still remains scoreless as it's still 0-0.
Dano with it now along the goal line. He'll send it over to right in front of us to Ruiz. Ruiz will give it over to Abo. Abo thinks about a shot. No shooting lane. He'll back it out, and he turns it over. Out come the Timberwolves, but Reese Williams gets there first and denies a breakout for the Timberwolves. Golden Grizzlies bring it right back in. Tommy Davis, head of steam. He'll bring it all the way in himself. Shot, and a good save there by Schultz as it goes off the blocker.
That's some excellent skating so far by Tommy Davis during this power play. He seems to be doing this effortlessly.
Yeah, Oakland looking to get control behind the cage. They finally do. Right in front of us is Brody Plant. He'll send it back up, too. Dominic Ruiz down to Kachi. Kachi flubs a shot. It's blocked out in front by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves and sends it the length of the ice. Out she goes. 2:50 left here in this power play. 13:08 in the period. Oakland looking to capitalize to go up 1 in this period.
Yeah, this has been not a good look so far in this 5-minute major. Oakland's had plenty of opportunities in their offensive end to try and get a goal going. The goal to start off. They'll still, even if they do score a goal, they'll have even another chance because it's a 5-minute major.
Yeah. And we're going to have a stoppage of play here as Evan Chippa circled the track. It looks like the net maybe came off its bearings. Yes, that is going to be what happened. Net came off.
We don't forget about we don't
miss
that.
No.
We don't miss that.
No, that was that cost the Golden Grizzlies a goal last week when the net came off its bearings as the puck slid in. So 2:32 left here in this power play. 12:52 in the period. Oakland with it at the blue line. Shot and a good save there by Schultz. Flashing the leather. 0-0 still left in this. 0-0 still the score of this game. 12:49 left. 2:29 in the power play.
All right, we got another stoppage to play. Looks like it'll be I don't think that was just last game, right?
No, it looked like there was just some confusion, I think, out in front. So Matt Fanoff in the dot for the Golden Grizzlies still on the power play where it counts though 0-0. Matt Fanoff ties up that draw, and the Timberwolves get control of it. Skating it out is Betchel right now, and he'll flip it to lightly glide it in and go off on a chip and charge. 12:39 left here in this period. 2:15 in the power play. 0-0 on the scoreboard where it counts. Uneven terms on the ice in favor of the Golden Grizzlies. Yeah, McCarthy with the control, and Schultz comes out of his cage to make sure that he freezes that puck. and Brody Plant went for a shot there and was shoved by Shasirto of Northwood.
Yeah, it looked like he was up in Schultz's face right there, and I don't think Northwood liked that at all.
No, I'm not sure that Brody Plant knew that Schultz was going to come out around the post to field that one. So
that was a little risky there, even though it was behind the net. It's still really risky if you're a goalie trying to cover the puck like that.
Yeah. Still that second line out here for the Golden Grizzlies, though, for their power play. Fanoff in the dot right now. He'll tie up that draw. Oakland finally gets control. Make that Brody Plant right in front of us. Over to Fanoff. Fanoff pickpocketed by the Timberwolves. Owen Storbeck. Make that Dominic Ruiz with it. He'll send it over back to Fanoff. Fanoff circles the track. Shot, and it just goes high off the stick of Schultz.
Yeah, prime scoring chance right there for Fanoff right there.
Golden Grizzlies here, still 0-0 in the game. 12 minutes left in this period. 1:38 on the penalty kill. Power play make that, actually.
Yep, got 90 seconds left in this 5-minute major. And so far, they've gotten a few shots on goal, but no goals whatsoever. And you can score as many goals as you like, and you won't kill the power play.
Yeah, Evan Chippa's going to bring it in himself. Full steam ahead. He'll stop, and a good stick there by Schultz. Shot goes down, but it's blocked down in front. Schultz trying to find it. It's hack and whack time, and it finally finds its way out. And it's going to go all the way the length of the ice.
All of that scrum and all of those chances, and yet you don't get a goal. That has to be frustrating.
Yep.
Even if you're a Golden Grizzly.
Oakland gets it in here, but it's mishandled, and the puck goes the length of the ice. Pottinger comes out the field. 1 minute left here on this power play. 11:16 in the period, where it counts. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Puck is flicked in. It goes by Schultz. He'll let it roll. Oakland on the charge. McMullen with it in the corner. He needs a convoy to get it as he's pestered off the puck, and no convoy gets there in time. Out she goes. 40 seconds left here on this power play. 11 minutes and counting in the period. 0-0 still is the score. Oakland looking to capitalize on their first goal of the game. First goal of the game. First power play of the day as well. Tommy Davis with a shot. Good save there by Schultz. Saw it the whole way. Blocker down. McMullen keeps the zone. Not able to get it out of the Timberwolves. Avo tries to sweep it around, but he can't. Puck will be flipped off along the glass, and out she goes one more time.
This is very disappointing.
15 seconds left here on the power play. 12:35 in the period. 10:35 in the period. My apologies.
Yeah. This has got to be very disappointing for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, Dana with it. He'll delay it over to Avo. Avo will butt hook and circle back up towards the top. Reese Williams with it. He'll send a shot. Blocked down front by the Timberwolves. Backhand just goes across the crease. Almost had the goal. Oakland looking to get control in the opposite corner. Out come the Timberwolves. Penalty has expired. Even turns on the ice where it counts. 0-0 on the scoreboard. 10 minutes left here in the period.
This has been a very intense couple minutes of hockey right now.
Oakland had some grade A chance, not able to capitalize on any of them. They'll flip it all the way down to Schultz. Schultz will elect to hold it, and we'll have a stoppage of play here. 9:55 left in the period. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Even terms on the ice.
Yeah, let's go back to that 5-minute major before we get this face-off. Oakland had what felt like a million chances to get the puck in the back of the net, especially in those last couple seconds right there. Reese Williams with a couple nice moves to try and generate some sort of scoring chance. It's exactly what they needed in the second period, but they now got to find a way to convert those scoring chances into actual goals.
Yeah, absolutely. The Golden Grizzlies, I mean, we saw them struggle last week against Northwood on the power play, and those struggles seem to continue today. Really missing Jake McCaddy because he ran the top of that umbrella on the power play for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah,
a backhand shot. Another one. Schultz makes a save. Schultz 3 times out in front. That was a dandy by him. Oakland with the puck in the slot. Tied up right now is Alexander Sharp. He can't get control. Timberwolves get it out.
This is very intense, man. Oakland's been, like I said, getting more scoring chances. They got to find a way to go, like I said, elevate those scoring chances and the goals. And that was a prime opportunity right there for Alexander Sharp.
Yeah, Aiden Schultz, the first-year goalie for Northwood, playing as if it's his final game of his career.
Yeah, Schultz has so far been an absolute brick wall for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, both teams will make a change here as the puck went up and out of play. 9:21 left here in this second period. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Noah, it feels a lot like last weekend.
It does feel a lot like last weekend. Let's hope they don't score with like 40 seconds left in the second period. Yeah. Knock on wood.
Dominic Ruiz, he'll bring it out. Shot just goes wide of Schultz. It'll come around the board. Another shot just goes high. Fanoff sent it over the cage. He had a yawning cage, and he sent it high. Oakland ramping up the pressure here right now.
They better Let's hope this doesn't rattle them right now because they have all these scoring chances and they're not getting anything in. They don't want to get too frustrated about this or else they're going to play some really poor hockey.
Yeah, Oakland looking to try and get control of this one so they can get back to their ozone pressure. They've been all over Northwood the last 5 minutes. 8:40 left here in this second period. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Oakland gets it behind their cage. They're going to set up a breakout. Dominic Ruiz, he'll chip it in and go off on a chip and charge. Northwood gets control. Jules St. Marie throws another hit. He's been doing that all day today.
Yeah, Ciceretto looked like he was, he kind of banged his, bobbed his head back a little bit. That didn't look good.
Yeah, and another hit by Jules St. Marie on Milo Todorkovich for Northwood. Donald Gooley, he'll flip it out, so it wasn't a game misconduct because Donald Gooley back in the game. Oakland, Donald Gooley picks the pocket of Austin Furtick. Here he comes. He'll delay and pull up on the wing. He'll try and get to the slot, but it's defended nicely by the Golden Grizzlies and a group of them. Northwood can't keep the zone, and they're going to have to take an offsides here.
Very scary look right now for the Golden Grizzlies. You have all these scoring chances. Nothing seems to come to fruition. But then you got Northwood in your defensive end, and it just seems like they have all the momentum whatsoever.
Yeah, they just can't really seem to get. I mean, it's weird because I feel like Oakland has had all the pressure, but Northwood just playing with a swagger and playing with some momentum, even though that it's.
Well, of
Oakland's
course,
got the
of course,
favor
they're
of the
playing
shots.
with momentum. Like I said, they played each other already these past 2 games, and Northwood is 1-0-1 against them.
Alexander Sharp gets the puck in the corner right in front of us. He'll reverse it to Austin Furtick. Austin Furtick back up to Ryan Kachi. Backhand shovel pass down towards the slot, but it's sticked away by a Timberwolf. Puck will hop out all the way out to center. Oakland will flick it right back in. And here they come. They'll go on a little bit of a chip and charge. Pinched nicely is Austin Furtick. He's got it behind the cage. He'll delay it. Send it back over to Ryan Kachi on the blue line. Ryan Kachi comes down the field. Back over to Austin Furtick. He'll flip it over to Abel. Abel will send it back up to the top. To McLeod, it looks like he'll flip it off the boards. Back down low to Abel. Abel will look at what to do. Over to Furtick. Too hot to handle for is Jack Deedy. Jack Deedy back over to Duncan McLeod. Owen Storbeck make it that. And a huge hit is thrown right in front of us by number 19, Cooper Harfoot. Oakland with it. Jack Abel with it. He'll take a shove in the back.
That should be a penalty right there.
No call there. They play on. Owen Storbeck with it. Looking to dangle with it. Picked off by the Timberwolves. Oakland's got all the pressure here. Keep this one in. And you can get a real tired group of Timberwolves out there. They got to keep them in.
This has been an absolute physical 30 seconds in this game.
And the Timberwolves are going to be able to get it out, and they'll get off on a change here. That's a tired group out there for the Timberwolves. Oakland trying to move it up through center. Here they come, but it's going to be jump the stick of Brandon Danu, and the Timberwolves will get there first. The Timberwolves trying to field it. They'll send it towards the slot, but nobody home, and it'll go cross ice. They'll slam it back to the opposite side, rim it around the yellow, come all the way out to the corner. I think this group out here for the Golden Grizzlies is tired no after all that offensive pressure.
That's right. They need to find a way to dump it off so they can get a change going.
Yeah. Oakland Golden Grizzlies with it. McMullen with it right in front of them. Slap shot. Here it comes from Schultz. Makes the save. What a dandy by Schultz on the one-timer.
Danu had that right there.
Abel with it in the corner. Shields off Shasirto. Abel trying to find a partner. He gets it over in front of us to Dano. Dano to the slot. Nobody home. It's pinched though by Thomas Monte. Out towards the slot. No tip available. Dano was there but just missed the read. Reese Williams, he'll keep it in, but no, eventually he comes out to center. Over to Dano. Dano comes in. He'll send it down behind the cage. Looking to get there is Jack Abel. He gets there first. He'll send it back up to the top, but it's pinched nicely though by Shasirto. Timberwolves get control. Tommy Davis with it. Backhand shovel to Schultz. Blocker down.
Watching that right there. It's starting to dislodge a little bit.
Tommy Davis, he'll circle the track with it. Pinched off, though, by a Timberwolf and a hit with that one. Dano looking to get control of it. Down goes Shasirto. And Dano makes sure to throw McCarthy to the ground. McCarthy gets up and throws Dano to the ground. Bodies flying. Sticks flying. Pucks flying. A nice one-time shot available, but Thomas Monte can't handle it. Shot by Monte. Tip out in front. Just goes high.
Very
Noah,
intense. This has been
2
intense.
minutes.
For no goal scoring, this is very intense.
Yeah. Okay, here comes Evan Chippa on his horse. He'll send it back over to Davis, but it's pitched off by a Timberwolf. They get there first. Dorkovich with it now, the leading goal scorer for the Timberwolves, averaging over a point a game. And the puck will hop up into the bench of the Golden Grizzlies. And holy moly, Tommy Davis lays out Milo Todorkovich
and
right in front of the Timberwolves bench, and they're not happy.
Well, of course not. Todorkovich is stuck on the ground right now, or on the ice. That is, he's not able to get up too. I think he got knocked out.
This is club hockey. There's no trainer, Noah. Let's not forget that. So Todorkovich is down. So we're going to step aside while Milo Todorokovic is checked on by the coaching staff of Northwood. Drew and Noah, still 5:08 left here in this second period. 0-0 on the scoreboard. We'll be back once Milo's up.
We're back here in the studio. It has been an exhilarating past few minutes for the Golden Grizzlies, having all the offensive pressure that they can get. Unfortunately, the pause in play is due to an injury on Northwood's side. We wish the player nothing but the best as he makes his way off of the ice. But so far, still scoreless here in the game for the Golden Grizzlies and Northwood for the first round of the playoffs for the MCHC-East playoffs. We'd like to remind everybody, subscribe to WXOU Sports for more live streams and games like this. We got coverage of club sports as well as the NCAA of the Golden Grizzlies, so this is the place to be for all of your Oakland sports. We got shows, we got highlights, interviews, live streams like these, full broadcasts. There's nothing else that you could want and hear from your favorite college radio station. And it looks like we'll be back to play shortly. Drew, Noah, what we got?
Welcome back, everybody. Milo Todorokovic was the victim of a major hit there by Tommy Davis and eventually finds himself into the bench after he was able to gingerly get himself up and skate over to the bench.
Yep, that's going to be a 5-minute major right there. That was unnecessary roughness for Tommy Davis.
Yeah, Oakland, first chance, though, on the penalty kill for them. And they've been pretty good this year, 80%. 94 of 117 on the year in terms of success, so they got to keep that today. Shot, easy save there by Pottinger. Spits out a rebound, but gets his glove on it. And a disturbance out in front.
Yeah, this stuff's heated, especially after that Todorokovic injury.
Yeah, we had Donald Gooley throw a 5-minute major hit. We have Tommy Davis throw a 5-minute major hit. What's next?
I don't know, Drew, but I'll tell you what. What was I going to say? Not a good look right now for Oakland. Like I said, they just gave up a 5-minute major, and it looks like we got another person going to the bench. It's going to be Ryan Kachi. But we got to think about this. Last time we covered the team, Northwood did score 5 seconds into the power play. So in this case, right now, we got a 5-minute major, and what looks like Kachi going to the box as well.
I believe number 9, Colin Reeder for Northwood went as well. I believe it's going to be offsetting 2-minute minors for roughing. So we'll stick with the 4-on-5 that we have now. No extra player advantage. And we'll have a delayed penalty here.
Looks like it's going to be on Oakland. Not Oakland. It looks to be on Northwood.
So we're going to go to 4-on-4 hockey. 4:43 left in the second period. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. 4:26 left on the 5-minute major served by Tommy Davis. But another player from Northwood's going to take a seat in the sin bin.
Yeah, the boxes are starting to pile up right now.
Yeah, how many guys can you fit in there, Noah?
I don't know.
At least no one's lonely.
At least no one's lonely. Maybe Tommy Davis, though.
Yeah, so number 91, Donald Gooley's going to go to the box for his second time tonight. He's getting real friendly with that place. The water bottle probably recognizes them. Oakland with control with it. Evan Chippa right in front of us. He'll circle the track, get pinched into the boards, though. And now with it is Brody Plant. He'll look to set up, gets it up over to Thomas Monty. He'll send it back down low to Chippa. Chippa gets there first, though, as the Timberwolves are charging. Puck will come out to center, and Oakland's going to have to look to reestablish the zone. Brody Plant got there first. He'll get it over to Dano right in front of us. Dano back over to Thomas Monty. Mishandled. Brody Plant with it now. He'll give it back over to Duncan McLeod. Duncan McLeod unable to field it. Over to Evan Chippa. Evan Chippa's pinched along the boards. Thomas Monty's going to join the puck battle. He'll throw a Timberwolf into the board. He'll get thrown down himself. 3:58 left here, and we've got a fight happening in the corner right now as Evan Chippa engages the Timberwolf.
It looks like he's going to engage another Timberwolf, too. Got McCarty. And it looks like it is one of Northwood's assisting captains, number 11. That will be Milos Todorokovic.
So Milo's okay, clearly. Good to see him back in the game after that huge hit he took. But let's get a little bit of a recap right now. We've got 2 guys in the box serving offsetting roughings. Then we have number 91 for...
That's Gooley for the
Yes,
Timberwolves.
We have number 91, Gooley, for the Timberwolves, serving a 2-minute penalty with 1:12 left on that. And then for the Golden Grizzlies, we have Tommy Davis serving a 5-minute major, 3:48 left on that, with 3:55 left on the scoreboard, all to wrap it up 0-0 in the points.
Well, there may not be any scoring going on, but this has been an entertaining game, I'll tell you what.
After that first period, it sure has.
It has definitely made up for that first period.
Yes, and so it looks like we're going to have a little bit of discussion. Each team's kind of talking. Refs probably told them, listen, we need to play cleaner than what we're doing right now. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, Todorovic did take a big hit there by Chippa, so he didn't want another incident like that happening again to him.
Dominic Ruiz with it now along the bumper. He'll look it over, get it back to Storback. Storback over to Reese Williams. Reese Williams will think it over right now. He'll come to center, shot, and a kick save there by Schultz as it goes all the way, creams all the way out. Reese Williams will field it, though. He'll look to reestablish his own as he's going to rethink it back. He'll get it up over to Fanoff. Fanoff will motor his way in. He'll come down to the slot. Shot. A good stick there by McCarthy of the Timberwolves. It'll come over to Brody Plant, who will try and keep it in, but he can't as it's able to be flipped out by the Timberwolves. Number 8, make that Connor White, will move in for the Timberwolves. He'll pinch it along the boards to try and wait for a convoy to join him. Two Golden Grizzlies join that one, and out come the Golden Grizzlies. They get out of dodge there. Owen Storbeck on his horse with it right in front of us. He'll be pinched off it by a Timberwolf and sends it to in a vacated corner. Timberwolves get there first to get that bad pass as they try and get it out through center. Thomas Kroll unable to handle that pass. Owen Storbeck with it now in front of us, but it jumps his stick and flips up in the air. Thomas White trying to get it, but he can't. Oakland with it right in front of us. Matt Fanoff with it. He's going to do a little toe drag, a little dance right in front of us, but he'll lose control. Turns over to a Timberwolf, but then it's slammed back in by the Golden Grizzlies as they try and get off a change here. They got some tired guys out there. Fanoff been out there this whole time. 2:35 left in this second period. 2:25 left on the penalty for Tommy Davis. And we have a power play in the process for the Timberwolves. 0-0 on the scoreboard, though, is the only non-exciting part of this game.
Very much so. Very physical game. Very high action with no scoring.
Shot, easy save there by Pottinger. Continue, Noah. Sorry.
Well, good thing that no goal was scored right there. I didn't want to sound like an idiot. But, yeah, so far, very physical game on both sides of the puck, especially on Oakland's side. They have laid out plenty of hits in this game, including one that was unfortunately caused Todorovic of the Timberwolves to go out for a brief respite of time. Luckily, he's back to skating on the ice. But overall, it's been very physical.
Yes, as we get ready for this face-off, 2:05 left on the power play for the Timberwolves and 2:08 left in this game overall. Shot, kick save there by Pottinger. Rebound, and a good stick there by the Golden Grizzlies. That one goes up into the protective netting. We'll get another face-off here with 2:02 left in this period. 1:55 on the power play for the Timberwolves.
All right, if I'm Oakland right now, my mindset, get the puck out of your end. You got a major penalty that you're trying to kill right now. You've already killed off 4 minutes of it, or not 4 minutes, 3 minutes of it, and any missed opportunity could result in you going down the hole. And they can score as many goals as they want without the power play going away too.
Yeah, we're going to have a stoppage of play here. Looks like it'll be a hand pass. So both teams can make a couple changes that they choose. And no, excuse me, that's not what's going to happen. The two players that were serving the offsetting penalties are going to come out of the penalty box and go back to their respective benches. So the only lonely player in the sin bin right now is Tommy Davis. He'll be in there for another minute 43. 1:48 left here in this second period. Oakland trying to get out of this penalty kill. Timberwolves with it. Shot. Rebound.
Ooh.
And Pottinger gets there in time.
There we go. Nice
and
job.
out she goes.
Nice job there. What could have been a near catastrophic end to the second period is completely forgotten about.
Yeah, Pottinger made the initial save. Rebound was sent towards him, and he got to the opposite side in time. Oakland looking to try and get this puck out, but Timberwolves are able to recapture it and set up. At the point is it with Gooley. He'll send it over to the side. Back to Gooley. Shot. Blocked out in front, though, by Brody Plant, it looks like.
Nice
Gooley back
defensive
with it up
effort
at the
right
point.
there.
He'll delay. He'll look for someone. Back to the wing. He'll come out towards the blue line. Gooley with it. Back down to the bumper. He'll shoot it. Good save there by Pottinger. Heard the pad. And we're going to have a stoppage of play here.
I wonder what it looks like it's going to be. Is it going to be another penalty?
Yeah, they're going to get Thomas Monty on a penalty.
Oh, that is not a good look for Oakland. Now you're on now you're at 5-on-3 play with one of them being a major penalty. It's only 44 seconds though, but still.
So 44 seconds will be on this 3-on-3 with Thomas Monty and Brody Plant. I'm sorry, not Brody Plant. Tommy Davis. The two Toms. Tommy Davis and Thomas Monty are in the box for this one. 51 seconds left here in the second period. 44 on this 3-on-3. One of the teams is going to elect to call their timeout here to chalk up some strategy. So we're going to take a break while the timeout is taken. Drew and Noah will be back with the concluding 51 seconds of this second period shortly.
And welcome back to the studio here. It's still scoreless so far, but man, has it been exciting so far. For all of you listening and watching right now on YouTube, we thank you for tuning into WXOU Sports. Be sure to subscribe to not miss anything from your favorite college radio station in at least the sports department. Be sure to subscribe to WXOU as well. They got their own main YouTube channel there. You can find that simply WXOU. And be sure to find us wherever you can on social media, YouTube, anywhere. Listen, we want you guys involved with WXOU. We got some good stuff here, and it looks like we're back to hockey.
All right, the timeout has concluded. Teams are back out on the ice for this 5-on-3 penalty kill for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yep, so heading into this game, they're 80% on the penalty kill, and so far they have already killed a penalty in this game, correct?
Yes.
So they got 44 seconds on the major from Tommy Davis, and they still got the 2 minutes from Thomas Monty. If they kill this off in the second period, it'll only be down to 5-on-4 hockey by the time we hit the third period.
And statistically, when teams come into a period down a player, they actually do better than when you go on the penalty kill in the middle of a period. Little random weird stat, but hey, stats don't lie.
No, they don't, Drew. No, they don't.
So Timberwolves have control right now. 30 seconds left and counting. Shot goes to the opposite corner. Back out. Rebound. Shot. And it just goes wide of Pottinger. It'll come all the way out to the blue line, but kept in the zone by the Timberwolves. They'll go down to the side, attempted to the slot. No one can really seem to get a handle on this one. Puck will go up in front of the netting. Doesn't quite hit it. 10 seconds left here in this period. Another shot out in front. Here it comes. Shot save made by Pottinger. He gets another piece of the next one.
Whoa.
And a disturbance takes place out in front. Bodies flying. Players going everywhere. What is going on?
Oh, chaos. That's what's going on. These last few seconds, everyone's getting all rowdy.
Holy moly. It looks like Milo took the brunt of that one again as he is knocked on the ground. Gets up gingerly without a stick as well. And someone's going to the box.
This has been Oakland, and both Oakland and Northwood were very disciplined in this first period. I don't know what happened that triggered this chaos, but I'm all for it, though.
This is a build-over of last weekend for sure. And in the box is going to be Thomas Kroll for Northwood, so it's going to go back to 4-on-4 hockey. 3 seconds left here in this period. $1.12 on the penalty by Thomas Monty. A full 2 minutes on the penalty by Thomas Kroll. And with all that being said, it is still 0-0 on the scoreboard.
We're just waiting for the needle to drop at this point.
Yes. So now teams are discussing with the coaches and the referees, probably telling people they need to chill out, settle down. I'm not sure, but hold up.
They did that already.
Hold up. Ryan Kochi just got sent into the box, and there's a 5 minute on the scoreboard for him. So Ryan Kochi's now going to serve a 5-minute major.
That is the third 5-minute major in this entire game. What is going on?
So let's recap what's going on right now. Let's start with this. We've got 3 seconds on the scoreboard here. 2 players in the box for the Golden Grizzlies. 1 player in the box for the Timberwolves. Ryan Kochi and Thomas Monty are buddies in the sin bin. And then we've got Thomas Kroll in the sin bin for the Timberwolves. Holy moly, man.
Can we just get out of the second period? We got 3 seconds left. We can't be doing stuff like this.
Yeah, so it's going to go back to 4-on-3 hockey in favor of the Timberwolves. Oakland looking to make their power play an all-time legend statement in terms of statistics with the amount of times they've been shorthanded tonight.
Yeah, these teams just hate each other right now.
Shot, here it comes. Save made there by Pottinger. I don't think it ever made it all its way to him. And a bit of a disturbance out in front. Refs full on went Usain Bolt to get in front of that one and break that one up. What a period, Noah.
That is true. What a period. First period had absolutely next to no action whatsoever. It felt like nothing was going on. Then the second period, bam, 5-minute major. Bam, another 5-minute major. Bam, a third 5-minute major that will roll over to the third period as well. On top of it being, we'll be starting the third period with a 4-on-3 hockey for Northwood.
Yeah, this has just been one insane period, to say the least. So we're going to take a break for this second intermission. We'll come back to you, Drew and Noah, for the third period to conclude, hopefully, this playoff match. So we will take a break, send it back to Joe, and we'll be back shortly for third period hockey of OU versus Northwood.
WXOU Sports. The score remains scoreless over there for the Golden Grizzlies and the Timberwolves, and Noah said it and summed it up pretty well. These teams hate each other. After playing twice last weekend, Oakland unable to get a win against them. Both them and the Timberwolves just are going at it all game long. No penalty business, not as much in the first period, but then, like Noah said, you got 3 5-minute majors for this second period, and it's absolute pandemonium there on the ice. So we thank you for tuning in to WXOU Sports. Giovanni Moceri here in the studio. Drew Allison and Noah Stalker on the ice. Well, not on the ice, but near the ice, to give you guys a call here on YouTube. And be sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel as well as our social media. WXOU can be found on social media, on Instagram at WXOU Radio. Do not follow the bar in New York. That will not be your favorite college radio station. WXOU Radio is the tag for the Instagram. Simply WXOU would be the Twitter as well as the TikTok. So be sure to like us, follow us, do everything you can to support your favorite college radio station. This is where the magic happens. This is where new talent is found. And this is where you find your Golden Grizzlies action. As mentioned, still 0-0 right now. We'll send it to music in just a little bit. But man, is this game been exciting. It's going to be a war of attrition at who cracks first. We'll see in the third period. We'll send it to music here on WXOU Sports. Once again, we thank you for listening. And get ready for the third period.
to the conclusion of OUD3 hockey versus Northwood. We've got a wild one here for the finish. 0-0 on the scoreboard, but a heck of a lot of penalties if you're keeping track of those. Noah, give me a little recap.
So for those of you who are tuning in right now to the start of the third period, we are going to start off with 4-on-3 hockey. Oakland has 2 people in the box right now. We got Ryan Kachi on a 5-minute major and then Thomas Monti on a 2-minute minor. He's got about 1:10 left in the remaining penalty, with Kachi only shaving off 2 seconds as he headed into the second intermission. Meanwhile, for the Northwood Timberwolves, Thomas Kroll of the Timberwolves is serving a 2-minute minor as well, only shaving off 2 seconds for himself. So he's going to have 1:58, spend the next minute and 58 seconds in the box. So we got 4-on-3 hockey going on to start the third period.
Oakland wins the face-off, gets it in their own zone, and then gets it out, and out she goes. Timberwolves get control, bring it up through center. Here they come. A good sweep check there by Fano. Unpaid fans want a penalty, but they play on. Timberwolves with control with it right in front of us in their own zone. Looking to set up with it is Brem, the captain, to the Gooley. Gooley to the D-to-D passing shot. Good stop there by Reese Williams. Went down low for the block. Took a stinger and got right back up.
That's a hurt right there. That was a nice block shot by Reese Williams. You're down 2 men already, and you don't want to give up a goal right now, especially this early in the third period. You got basically no room for error.
First out of the sin bin between both teams will be Thomas Monti in 20 seconds. Out she goes. Reese Williams sends her the length of the ice. 15 seconds left here on the sin bin sit for Thomas Monti. Timberwolves looking to gather. They'll establish a breakout, bring it up through center. Oakland Golden Grizzlies got to get in their set. Pass across the slot, and a great stick there by Kyle Giza. Out she goes one more time. We're at 4-on-4, even terms on the ice where it counts 0-0 on the scoreboard.
All right, we got 1 penalty killed. Now Oakland's got to do another 3 minutes and 30 seconds of killing for this Kachi 5-minute major.
Puck, out she goes.
Schultz is calling for icing, but you know you're not going to get that on a penalty.
Well, it's 4-on-4 right now.
4-on-4, that's true.
Yeah, but so the Thomas Kroll, the infraction on him, he'll come out of the box in 14 seconds, and then Oakland will have to kill off the rest of the penalty on Ryan Kachi, the 5-minute major. So when he comes out, it'll be about 3 minutes left on that sitting. Thomas Monti with it now, gets it over to Evan Chippa. Oakland is playing a little bit of keep away for now, trying to not let the Timberwolves get control. And Evan Chippa gets thrown in the boards. Penalty here, and oh boy, this one might be another 5-minute major. Holy moly.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, if it's the case.
Cooper Harfoot is going to be the infraction taker on that one, as he's going to go to the box. The benches in the sin bin are getting a working today. No, Cooper Harfoot's been ejected. It's a game misconduct. Cooper Harfoot was just escorted off the ice into the locker room. He's done for the day.
Yeah, he was targeting Evan Chippa right there. He was grabbing his head as he went down from the boards. Oh, we got some fans that are a little chirpy right now, in front of us.
Yeah, so waiting to see that one go up on the board. My guess is it's a 5-minute major. Still 2:55 left on the penalty being served by Ryan Kachi. 17:58 left here in this third period. 0-0 on the scoreboard where it counts.
Yeah, we still got to see what it's looking like on the scoreboard. Like you said, it should be a 5-minute major, especially considering the fact that Hartford just got ejected from the game altogether. He's hitting the showers right now as we speak. So yeah, right now, 5-minute major. It's the 4th 5-minute major we've had in this game.
Yeah, when these refs are done with this one, they're going to have some stories for their wives back home about all the 5-minute majors that they had to call today.
That is true. Let's see if Oakland can find a way to capitalize on this 5-minute major. This is the second one for Northwood, and they got plenty of chances. A full 5 minutes to try and score some goals now.
Well, we'll play 4-on-4 for 2:46, and then we'll go 5-minute. It'll jump into his 5-minute major for the rest of that time period where Oakland will be on the power play. Still some confusion going on right here, right now.
I don't know what they're trying to decide on.
Not exactly sure either. The referees are still talking over with the coaches and as well as the scorers bench. But finally, we're ready to go back to playing hockey.
Both benches are electric right now, especially after what happened.
Yes, they are. Oakland will win that face-off, and they'll try and get it over to Reese Williams, but they can't as Kyle Giza's going to regather that puck. He'll delay it over to Reese Williams. Reese Williams will skate it up himself, give it over to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis is going to bring it in. He'll go down towards the goal line, but it's picked off by Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves had a chance for a breakout, but a great stick there by Williams. Williams shot, an attempted tip, but not to be had. Not available.
That's a nice opportunity right there. Oakland needs to find a way to keep making those happen. We are early in the third period, but it is still scoreless, and you can't make any mistakes whatsoever. You got to try and capitalize on the mistakes of Northwood.
Yep. Tommy Davis with it. He'll send a shot down towards Schultz, and Schultz will redirect it towards the corner. A point shot there by Tommy Davis. Puck in the corner right now. Tommy Davis comes out front, tries to send it over. Shot, and it just goes across the crease.
It's a nice shot by Storbeck. A little bit of a reach, but it looked like, from our perspective, it was going to go in, but just sailed right past the net.
Yep, here come the Timberwolves one-on-one. He'll delay, trying to get Dano to screen his own goalie, but Dano's smarter than that. McCarthy with it. Turns it over to Storbeck. Storbeck up to Dano. Dano brings it up through center ice all himself. He'll send it over to Tommy Davis, who can't corral it. It'll go down along the boards, and the Timberwolves have control of it now. Here they come.
Nice move right there by number 6. As
Thomas Kroll.
Yeah.
Owen Storbeck gets that turnover. He'll bring it up through center all himself, the D-man. He'll go along the boards. He'll circle the track with it. Think about it. Look for someone to send it to. Sends it over to Slop, but nobody home for that one. And it was sticked away by the Timberwolves. A minute left here on the 4-on-4 for both of these teams. 16:09 left in this game as it is still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Here come the Timberwolves, number 8. He's going to delay, shoot, and no. Thomas Monty pushes him off that puck. A beautiful play by Thomas Monty. He's been doing those all game, Noah.
Yeah, Monty and McMullen just sandwiched him right there to prevent any sort of chance for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and that was Connor White on the dangerous chance for the Timberwolves. Jack Abel with it now. He'll bring it up through center as he splits the D. He'll come in along the side, but he's pickpocketed by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves have it, and the 2-on-1. Here they come. They'll go towards the side. Tries a backhand shovel to Pottinger, but he's going to steer along to the corner. Slammed back in, though, by the Timberwolves as they'll look to establish something. Reese Williams picks that one off, gets over to Abel. Abel dank it off the board. It's down to Dano. Dano can't get there first. We'll have an icing.
Yeah, it looked like if he touched it, it was going to be a called offside if he goes past the blue line.
Yep. So 15:23 left here in this third and final period. 11 seconds left on the penalty for Ryan Kachi, and then 2:26 on the game misconduct for Donald Gooley.
That is
I'm sorry, make that Cooper Harfoot. It is 19, not 91.
Yep.
So, in about 11 seconds, Oakland will go on another power play. That would be the one that they need to capitalize on. They are 0 for 5 on their last 5 power plays between this weekend and last weekend. They desperately need to get something there, and they lost one of their best players both on the power play and on the 5-on-5, and Jake McCaddy with a broken wrist. He's done for the year.
Yeah, and his lack of presence is definitely on full display right now.
Yep. Ryan Kashi out of the sin bin. It's 5-on-5 now. Dano with it behind the cage. He'll send to the side.
There they go!
And a goal! Hey, what do you say? Oakland Golden Grizzlies goal! And the Golden Grizzlies are off and running 1-0 here in this one with 14:56 left in the game.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Got to find a way to capitalize on that 5-minute major, and Brandon Dano with a phenomenal tip-in right there to get the Golden Grizzlies on the board.
It's actually going to be McMullen on the goal. He went first in the line. Probably a rebound shot by McMullen.
My bad, but still, the point stands. Nice job to get on the board, Oakland.
Yeah, 14:56 here, and Oakland will stay in the power play as a 5-minute major. You don't come out of the box when the other team scores. So Oakland's got a chance to go up 2-0 in this one.
That's what we like to see. Oakland is fired up right now. That bench is electric.
And a little bit of confusion going on here. Not exactly sure what the teams are delineating on. And the coach
for
he is
livid.
Northwood is hot. He just chucked his play sheet and notebooks onto the ice at the referees. Holy moly. And he's headed to the locker room. He's going to throw a tire on the ice now. Holy moly. My goodness, Northwood coach is on fire right now. And the rest said, get out of here.
This is absolutely comedic right now. First, you throw your play sheet on the ice, and then you throw an actual, honest-to-God tire onto the ice.
It was a literal tire, like what they use for the Zamboni or something, that he just chucked onto the ice.
Yeah, I don't know why he's looking.
What in the world is going on?
My guess is that goal should not have happened, because something must have happened.
Unless he thought it was goaltender interference or something. I don't know, but nonetheless, he's out of this game. Oakland's up 1-0 and still on the power play.
This has been a very entertaining 5 minutes of the third period. We got a nice, awesome 5-minute major power play goal by McMullen. On top of that, we got a nice show going on for for Northwood, seeing their coach absolutely livid at a call, I believe a call by one of the referees. If I had to guess, he was looking for a goaltender interference. He was looking for some kind of way to offset that goal.
Someone acting that aggressively has got to be head coach Taylor Carey. I can't imagine an assistant coach would do that. But nonetheless, they're going to have to rely on their assistant coaches now. Because Taylor Carey is in the locker room, and he's going to join Cooper Harfoot in there, as they're going to have to listen to the rest of this game from the locker room. Maybe they'll join this broadcast and take a listen to it.
I bet if I was those two, I'd be very embarrassed right now.
But still, the teams are talking it over at their benches, and the referees are talking it over at the table. Not sure what is being talked about here, but nonetheless, this game, the last 5 minutes, and even the last 10 minutes of that second period have been over the moon exciting. And finally, Oakland's going to come back out and retake the ice. We'll see if Northwood does the same.
I'm telling you, I mean, he had to pull that somewhere. There's no way there was an actual tire like sitting around on the bench.
Yeah, and now Richard Graziano is going to take the 4-minute double minor penalty for Coach Taylor Carey. It'll be a bench minor, but it's going to be a double minor. And like I said, Richard Graziano is going to sit in the box. He's going to partner up with Jack Abo, and it's going to be 5-on-3 hockey in favor of the Golden Grizzlies. They got a chance to really put their foot down on this one.
Yeah, we have to eclipse the 20-minute mark in terms of penalty minutes for the Timberwolves.
We very well might have more time on uneven strength play than we do even strength play.
Probably.
Reese Williams with it now. He's looking. Shot just goes high over the cage. Brendan Dano with it. Looks it over. Gets to his spot. Shot down in front. And a tip unavailable there for the Golden Grizzlies. Puck goes back out to Williams. Williams looks it over. Gets it over to Dano. Dano shot to the opposite side, but a good stick out in front by the Timberwolves. Puck back to Williams. Back down to Abo. And a shot, and it's good save there by Schultz. 13:29 left here in this third and final period. Uneven terms on the ice. It's a 5-on-3 right now, where it counts the Golden Grizzlies by one. First time we're able to say that one tonight, Noah.
Yeah, that is true, Drew. That is very true. And as I was about to say, despite the double minor that has just been committed by Northwood, it seems like their defense is still trying to keep a cool head right now, especially with the situation they're in right now.
Oakland looking to set up something right now. Ryan Kachi with it down to Dominic Ruiz. Dominic Ruiz at the goal line. Gets it back up to Kachi. Kachi shot and goal.
There we go.
What do you say? Oakland Golden Grizzlies goal by Ryan Kachi. They're flexing early in this third and final period.
Yeah, nice draw up right there by the Golden Grizzlies. Like I said before, it looked like Northwood was able to keep their head cool despite what has just happened, or what just transpired in these past couple minutes. But it looks like Oakland is just all offense right now. They're able to capitalize on this 5-on-3, on this 5-minute major, and this 4-minute double minor. So this is absolutely what Oakland needed after these two embarrassing displays of hockey against this team in this past week.
And it's going to stay a power play for the Golden Grizzlies. It'll stay a 5-on-3 because of the double minor and the major penalty. So the double minor will be reduced to 2 minutes. The major still at 1:18. We got 4:15 left here in this third and final period of OU versus Northwood, where it counts the Golden Grizzlies now by 2.
Let's see if they can just run up the score right now. This is exactly what you want to do if you want to progress in this playoffs.
Tommy Davis with it now. Gets it over. Here it comes. Shot and a blocked out in front by the Timberwolves. Brandon Dano with it. Over to shot. One-timer. Here it comes. And it just goes off the backboards. It'll careen all the way back out into the Oakland zone. Oakland got a set up here. 13:50 left here in this third and final period. 53 seconds left on the major penalty before it's a 5-on-4. Oakland with it now. at the blue line. Looking to set up is Brendan Dano, trying to get to his spot. One of the best goal scorers in this conference. Picked off, though, by a Timberwolf. He gets it back over to Jack Abel. Jack Abel back over to Dano. Here it comes. It kicked out by Aiden Schultz. Dano gets the rebound. He'll reset, look it over. Can't decide what to do with it. He'll go down on the bumper to McMullen. McMullen back up to Monty. Make that Rillians. Back to McMullen. Cross, shot, and it's goal. Another one. Oakland flexing early and hard in this third and final period. Make it 3-0 in this one.
Well, Drew, when it rains, it pours.
Jack Abel with the goal on that one. Make that, Jack Abel make that goal number 13 for him on the year. That gives him 40 points in this year.
What a phenomenal job by this Oakland offense this past couple minutes. This is what I wanted heading into this third period. Try and generate those scoring chances and turn those scoring chances into goals. Luckily for them, they have 2 power plays to work with, one which is a 5-minute major and the other one was a 4-minute double minor. So they have had everything break their way.
Yeah, this has been all Oakland Golden Grizzlies the first 7 minutes of this third and final period. Effectively hoping that they can put this game on ice here and hopefully get one win in favor of a tournament appearance. Ryan caught you with it right in front of us. Even terms on the ice. A dangerous shot there. As I said, even terms on the ice where it counts the Golden Grizzlies by 3.
Yeah, that was very scary right there. Trying to cut this lead down to 2 is the Timberwolves, but nice defense there to pick it up and not allow that goal.
Yeah, so Matt Fanoff with it over in the corner looking to get a partner to it. Oakland just got to get out of this final 12:30. No more penalties, no more fights, no more ejections.
No more tires being thrown on the ice.
Yes, or notebooks. We're going to have a stoppage of play here as the puck went out of play. Both teams will make a full change on the ice.
All right. This third period, like I said, has been everything that you wanted and then some for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, definitely been their favor in exactly what they wanted to do all game long. And it's really, it's been the first 7 minutes. We still got 12:50 to go.
That is true. 12:20 more like it, though.
Yes. And you got to think the Timberwolves are really in scramble mode now. A team that has struggled to get shots on goal on Tate Pottinger and even strength. And if Oakland can just stay disciplined, it'll be even strength the rest of the way for the Golden Grizzlies. So Northwood in full scramble mode.
Yeah, they got to be hitting panic button right now, and they don't have their head coach to help calm them down either. He got sent to the bench or sent to the locker room for throwing a notebook and a tire onto the ice. Yes, how did he get a tire? I have no idea. Well, but I still find that hilarious.
I think that he might have gotten tossed after the notebook, and then as on his way out, he found a tire and threw that one on the ice.
Still.
Yes.
That's something you don't see every day.
No, absolutely not. You know about Bob Knight in the chair. Do you know about Taylor Carey in the tire? Well, you do now. So another face-off happened here as Aiden Schultz throws that puck. Oakland's going to win that draw. And eventually the Timberwolves get control. Out come the Timberwolves out through center. They're going to look for anything on offense as they're desperate for a goal. Blocked out in front, though, by Owen Storbeck. Shot and a good save there by Pottinger. I don't know if it ever even got through. Thomas Monte takes down a Timberwolf, and he's going to make sure that he stays down. He's going to argue his case with the ref.
We got a penalty going on.
And it's going to be a delayed penalty on Thomas Kroll as he kicked away Thomas Monte's stick. The Golden Grizzlies will go back to the power play.
That's his third penalty this game. He's paying rent right now in that penalty box.
Yes, one of the many to do so tonight.
He's got to be at 6 penalty minutes so far in this game, maybe even more. I don't know if he had one of the if he had a major penalty.
I believe he did have one of the majors.
So that makes 13 penalty minutes for him on this game.
Yeah, not been his night.
It has not been his night at all.
Yeah, and so one of the teams is going to call their timeout here. No, I'm sorry, they will not call their timeout as it's just going to look like a long discussion. So teams come back out onto the ice, and we're ready to keep going. So on this power play, number 6, as we said, Thomas Kroll will serve 2 minutes. I don't know what the call is on there. You just kick someone's stick out of the way. Maybe you call a slashing. I have no idea what you're going to do on that one.
I mean, if anything, I'd call that as like
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah.
Something, yeah. So Oakland back to the power play. They've already converted a couple times tonight. On the year, though, they're 80%, looking to increase that number even more than they already have tonight. with it is Jack Avo. He'll dangle along the boards. Switch spots with Brendan Dano. Jack Avo with it down to Brendan Dano. Dano delay with it. Back up towards the Avo. Avo think about a shot. No shooting lane available. He'll send it along the blue line to Reese Williams. Reese Williams sends a shot down. Kicked out by Aiden Schultz. Dano with it. He'll dangle in the corner. Think about it. There's a piece of driftwood out in front. Someone's without a stick out there. It looks like one of the defenders for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves player go down along the boards. Victim of, looks like Reese Williams. Now we have a stoppage of play.
Looks like Reese Williams is going to be going in the box now.
Yep, so back to 4-on-4 we go. I just think that these players don't enjoy 5-on-5.
I think they just want to make this game a little bit more interesting, especially in this next in the last 10 minutes of the game.
That could also be it, but it seems that these guys hate playing even strength hockey. Nonetheless, we have 10:57 left here in this third and final period. Reese Williams will go take a seat in the box. He'll sit across the spot from Thomas Kroll, who's also in the box for another $1.28. Even terms on the ice now, 4-on-4, where it counts, though, Golden Grizzlies by 3.
Face-off's about to start.
We're getting set for face-off. A little bit of a delay. Tommy Davis goes down there to try and win that face-off, unable to. Ryan Gooley gets pressed up against the board by Tommy Davis, and he's going to throw an arm around Tommy Davis, so we're going to have a little bit of a disturbance down low between those two. Oakland gets it out, gets it over to Brendan Dano, the elite goal scorer. He'll get on his motor. He'll send it, shoot, and it kicked out by Aiden Schultz with a purpose. It'll careen all the way back out the center. Here come the Timberwolves. 1-on-2. Shot, and a good save there by Tate Pottinger, a dandy. Tommy Davis trying to fend off Connor White as he finally gets control of that puck. He'll delay it back and rethink it. Oakland will make a small change. No, they won't. They'll keep this same quartet of 4 out there. Puck goes over to Ryan Kachi. Ryan Kachi will send it up to Brendan Dano, but it's going to go just in front of his stick. We'll have an icing here. 10:09 left in this third and final period. 40 seconds left on the penalty for the Timberwolves, and a $1.12 left on the penalty for Reese Williams. Where it counts, Golden Grizzlies by 3.
Yep, if I'm Coach Sterling right now, I should be jumping for joy. Although, in terms of discipline, it's not been good luck for the Golden Grizzlies.
It has not.
It has not.
It has not.
But luckily, they're able to fix that by scoring three goals and being up by 3 right now with about 10 minutes left in the game. So yeah. I would be very happy about that.
A great stick there by Kachi prevents a shot as the Timberwolves flubbed on it because he was stick lifted by Kachi. Golden Grizzlies will motor in. Backhand shot attempted, and they score. Hey, what do you say? Another one for the Golden Grizzlies. 4-0. They're flexing big time in this third and final period of their first playoff game of the year. On the goal is Tommy Davis.
Like I said, when heading into the third period, we were just waiting for the needle to drop, and it dropped hard on the Timberwolves. Tommy Davis right there with the goal for the Golden Grizzlies. Just a magnificent, elegant skating right there by Davis, and he just weaves it into the net, and it was absolutely flawless. Yeah. Just tying the bow on what has been a near perfect, complete game for the Golden Grizzlies. Being able to get revenge on these Timberwolves who have just screwed them over at every chance that they've had in these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. So they still have a power play up on the board.
Well, they just killed off the Northwood penalty.
Yes, but it was a 4. I think that they got that goal before it became a 5-on-5. So Oakland will stay.
They will still be on the penalty kill. Yes.
Yes, they'll be on the penalty kill. Sorry, it was I couldn't remember if they got off or not in time.
Who knows?
There seems to be confusion about it as well. Okay. I knew that there was still time left.
All right,
okay.
Kroll. Yep. So yeah, Kroll's still in the box for another minute and 4 seconds. 9:52 left in the game, and it's 4-0 Oakland, and it has been a phenomenal game for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's how I was like. I thought Reese Williams committed his infraction first. So I was like, why?
No, he definitely committed it second.
Well, on the board, look at. Unless they have the timing wrong.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, true.
Just for everyone listening, me and Noah are not the only ones confused about this, as the referees don't even know what's going on. They keep talking to the scorekeeper over there, and the coaches are confused as well. No one really knows what's going on here.
It has just been pure chaos so far in these past 2 periods, that is.
Yeah, this has just been absolute mayhem.
All right, so yeah, Reese Williams did commit the penalty first.
Yes.
Or not.
Committed it second. Yep.
Second.
Yeah, they reduced Thomas Kroll's sentence to 20 seconds. So, nonetheless, we still got 4-on-4 hockey here. Abo with it. Sends a shot down to Schultz, and he's going to freeze it.
Yeah. For the first 2 periods, it looked like Schultz had it all planned out. Everything was all sunshine and rainbows for him. Every shot that he took, he just sat there and took it like a man. No goals allowed up until that 3rd period, and it's just been an absolute snowball effect for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, absolutely. Not at all the game that they had last weekend. Another shot and another goal for the Golden Grizzlies. Make it 5-0. Hey, what do you say? Oakland Golden Grizzlies goal.
And they just continue to pile it on right off the face-off.
Face-off wins matter, man. They always say it, and it just proved evident here. That's Kyle Giza on the goal. Make that his first one of the year. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Yep, I found Northwood. I am absolutely livid right now. This has been an embarrassing 3rd period for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there such thing as a mercy rule? Because they're getting close to one.
It's too late for that now. They wanted a mercy rule. They should have just let up 5 or 10 goals in the first period.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's 9:34 left here in this 3rd and final period. 2 players still serving sentences in the sin bin. We got 4-on-4 hockey, even terms on the ice. Where it counts, though, Golden Grizzlies by 5.
And just as you finish that sentence, it looks like Northwood will be going out of the box.
Thomas Kroll out of the sin bin, and it'll be a short, abbreviated penalty kill for the Golden Grizzlies. And Northwood motors it in, but they can't get a shot off. A great stick there by, it looked like, Dominic Ruiz. Northwood will set up at the point. Comes down to the bumper. No one home for it. Northwood at the goal line. They can't get control of it. Back up to the point. And Dominic Ruiz picks it off. He sends it length of the ice to kill off the end of that power play. That power play is expired. Even terms on the ice. 8:55 left here in this 3rd and final period. Where it counts, Golden Grizzlies by 5.
Anyways, there's a stick save right there by Schultz. This has been a phenomenal 3rd period for the Golden Grizzlies. Trying to keep it in an offensive end right now as Northwood launches over to the defensive end as it rolls in the back of the net.
Yeah, we see Michael Santa take control of that puck, and he'll reverse it and try and move it along. But he's pinched off and defensively marked by a Timberwolf. It'll be rimmed all the way back around to Jules St. Marie, who will flip it out for an icing. Michael Santa gets off just in time. Maybe not. No, he doesn't. He'll have to stay on the ice. Oakland out there with a tired group right now. I don't think they care too much. They're running off adrenaline as they're up 5-0 with 8:18 left in this 3rd and final period.
Well, it does seem very unlikely, especially in the situation that we're in right now. If I'm Oakland, I'm still
looking to score.
Still looking to score.
You don't have a guaranteed playoff spot. You got to make statement wins with lots of points. Nothing wrong with chalking up another goal in this one.
Yeah, and if there's any team that you want to do it on, it's definitely this team after what's happened.
Yes, last week and this week. Oakland completes a full change right now as Northwood will try and get it in the O-zone. It'll be turned over to Michael Santa. He'll pitchfork it over to Austin Furtick, who will try and slap it in, but he can't. It's pinched off, though, by Northwood. He'll send it back to Michael Santa. Michael Santa back over to Duncan McLeod right in front of us. Make that Owen Storback, sorry. Northwood will get control in the slot, but a good stick there by the Golden Grizzlies as they're able to get control of it. Jack Needing will pitchfork it out, and the Timberwolves will have to reset and try and establish a new breakout. But great back pressure by Alexander Sharp. Puck in the slot, a shot, and a good save there by Schultz as he freezes it with 7:21 left here in this 3rd and final period. 5-0 Golden Grizzlies.
I was half expecting Furtick to actually score on that play. He was actually wide open. No defender near him, but it just wasn't the case.
Yeah, absolutely. So, even terms on the ice, where it counts, Golden Grizzlies by 5. 7:20 remain in this one. Puck is dropped. Oakland can't get control of that face-off, but they're able to pitchfork it in. And eventually, Timberwolves get control of it, turn back over to the Golden Grizzlies. They're going to move it in, try and set up, but it's taken by the Timberwolves. They'll move it out through center. Looking to set up a breakout of the Timberwolves. They have it in the slot, pitchfork down to Pottinger. He lets it roll along the side of him. And Owen Storbuck will get control of that one. He'll push the Timberwolf out of the way. That Timberwolf will drop his stick. There's a piece of driftwood on the ice now. Alexander Sharp gets control of it. Gets it over to Furtick with a touch pass over to Duncan McLeod. Duncan McLeod motors in the defenseman on the forecheck. Sends it over to Austin Furtick in the corner. He'll move it by Alexander Sharp. Sharp will reverse it back to Furtick. Furtick thinks about it, pass down low, but decides to delay it. He's pinched along the boards by a Timberwolf. Puck will be slapped all the way around to the opposite side with Duncan McLeod waiting for it. He'll let it come out, send it back over to number 26 in Griffin Gertz. Griffin Gertz will let it go to Alexander Sharp. Sharp will move up and get it over to McMullen. It looks like McMullen will glove it down after it was chopped up into the air. No offsides here as he was able to keep it in the zone nicely. Here come the Timberwolves, though, as they try and get it out, and it's redirected nicely by a Golden Grizzly down low. Puck into the slot, loose and free. We got a penalty upcoming here. Golden Grizzlies will go back on the power play.
They don't care anymore. Those Timberwolves are just undisciplined completely. Like, this is this has to be what, the 10th penalty for the Timberwolves?
Maybe. That'll be Benjamin Bolin going to the box on this one for a tripping. So Oakland will go back to the power play.
Yeah, they've been at first they were abhorrent on the power play. Couldn't get any shots on goal, couldn't score any goals at all. But as soon as this third period hit, they've been on fire. They've been almost near flawless in terms of power play.
Yeah, so 6 minutes left here in this game. Where it counts, Golden Grizzlies by 5. They're looking to capitalize on another power play as Bolin will serve 2 minutes in the sin bin. A player goes down behind the net. That's a Timberwolf. Puck out to the slot here. Ryan Kochi sends it back over. Jumps the stick of, I can't really tell who it is from the angle, but it looks like it's Ruiz. He's got the jersey tucked in. Gives it over to Jules St. Marie. Make that Matt Phantom with it now. Down low, an attempted tip, but not available. Matt Phantom with it now, looking to set somebody up. He'll go down to one knee. Oakland still keeping control. Alexander Sharp with it. He'll dangle along the blue line towards the corner. Send it back to the point. Kochi, here it comes. Kicked out by Aiden Schultz. It'll go up into the netting. And we'll have a stoppage of play here.
Yeah, Oakland's looking for that goal number 6 right now. Trying to put this game on ice if it hasn't already. We still got 5 minutes left in the game. Any momentum can change on a dime, but right now it's just not looking like Northwood's night.
No. 5:15 left here in this game. 5-0 in favor of the Wolverines. Number 15, Benjamin Bolin in the box with 1:15 left in this game. Whole lot of 5s there in that sentence. Ryan Kochi with it. Here it comes, and it's sticked away out in front. Oakland with it in the slot. Shot, and good save there by Schultz, a dandy.
That looked like it was going in too, but nice. But at the very last second, Schultz with a block, with a pad save.
Ryan Kochi, here it comes, and it just goes wide of the cage. And it'll be flipped out by Northwood. They'll try and get a change here. No one gets off, though, as the Golden Grizzlies keep the pressure up. Dominic Ruiz with it. Oakland going off on a change here, though, as Kochi will rethink it back. He'll move it up to Santa, who can't get a hold of it. Dominic Ruiz finally gets it. He'll send it back up to a vacated point. Out to center it goes. Thomas Monty with it now. He'll wait for Oakland to complete their change and get all the way offsides before he sets it back to Austin Furtick, who will give it over to Michael Sano, who will attempt to quarterback in, but he's picked off by the Timberwolves. 4:20 left here in this game. 5-0 in favor of the Golden Grizzlies. 15 left here on this power play. Oakland with it along the board, sends it around. Alexander Sharp back over to Thomas Monty. Tries to go skates to the
that's not good.
Away. 2-on-1. And a good back check by Dominic Ruiz. Make that Kyle Giza. Puck in the slot, but no Timberwolves saw it, and the Golden Grizzlies are able to get control of it. Out come the Golden Grizzlies. Austin Furtick trying to get towards the slot with it. 3:45 left here in this third and final period. Thomas Monty with it out towards the point. He'll send a shot down low, looking for a tip, not available. Puck is jostled along the boards. Here come the Timberwolves, and a good back check there by Monty. Gets it up over to
Gooley's not happy about that. He was
Jack
looking for like
Meading.
a hook or something.
Yeah, and the puck will find its way all the way down to Schultz, and he'll freeze it with 3:29 left here in this game, where it counts. Golden Grizzlies by 5. So teams will both make full changes here as we'll wait to get this final 3:29 underway. Oakland faithful out and happy about this one. Northwood families, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, they must be absolutely livid right now. Seeing Oakland just send their kids home packing right now.
Yep. Another shot out to Aiden Schultz, and a goal for the Golden Grizzlies off a rebound, and it was sent back home. Goal for the Golden Grizzlies.
That has to be their first even strength goal of this game, right?
Well, if you're not including the 4-on-4s, sure thing.
This has just been a phenomenal game for Oakland right now. It looked like that was Matt Phaneuf, or was that
it was Phaneuf. Yes,
it was Phaneuf with the goal right there.
Phaneuf went through the line first.
That's a nice job right there by the Oakland offense. Looked like Northwood had zero answers for him right there.
Yeah, for Matt Phaneuf, that'll be his 4th goal on the year. So 6-0 in favor of the Golden Grizzlies with 3:12 left here in this game. And they've secured double points for this win. If you win by more than 5, it is double points on the season. So they're going to chalk that one up in the win column.
This is exactly what they needed right now. They're ranked 16th right now in the country. They're going to need every point they could possibly get.
Yes. And that's why we said, you cannot, even now, you cannot play lightly because the way you get into the tournament, it is based off of your national ranking and your playoff point ranking. Right now, the Golden Grizzlies are on the fringe with their national ranking. They've got to get statement wins to get up in those national rankings. And the good thing
this right here is your statement win.
Yes. And the good thing for them is they have great teams in this bracket like U of M, the defending national champions, and LTU, one of the top 3 teams in the country. So they got a chance to get some statement wins here in this tournament in order to get into the big dance over in St. Louis, the Nationals tournament. And a puck that came out to the slot, but no one was home for it, and no shot there. Ryan Caccio gathered right behind his own cage. He'll flip it up off the boards out through center, and it'll come all the way back. No exit here, was chipped out with touch. 2 minutes left here in this third and final period. 6-0 in favor of the Golden Grizzlies. Shot down to Pottinger. He sticks it away. Looking to hold on to his
nice
shutout.
by Ruiz.
Yeah, and then Jules St. Marie will get it up at center. He'll start his engine and try and get through, but it's sticked away on a sweep check by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves will move it in behind the cage. Looking for it is Reese Williams. He'll send it over to Ruiz. Ruiz sends it over to Matt Phaneuf. 1:40 left in this game. Phaneuf will dump it in, but it's going to be sticked away by a Timberwolf. They'll try and get out through center, as they will.
A little tie-up right there with Duncan McLeod.
Yeah, and so Oakland kind of playing content here this last minute and a half, just looking to get out of here with the win.
And they want to get out of here with those double points, too.
Yep. And so Oakland looking to get out of here with the win as they have 1:12 left here in this game. 6-0 in favor of the Golden Grizzlies.
All right, if I'm Oakland right now, I got to spend this entire minute on defense. Going to try and play keep away right now. Don't need to score any more goals. Just want to play keep away, get those double points, and get back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. So Oakland looking to set up Northwood looking to set up behind the cage with this 45 seconds left. And here they come. Jailbreak and a shot and a good stick there by Thomas Monty. And Monty's going to catch a penalty here as he shoved Gooley after the play.
That was Reese Williams, actually, not Thomas Monty. He stopped that potential breakaway, but then he got a little heated afterwards, thinking he was going to try and score a goal right there. Not on his watch.
No. Yeah, it looks like. Let's see what they call here. Waiting to get the call.
I don't know.
I'm watching
Can't be in it wouldn't be unsportsmanlike conduct.
No, I was watching the referee, and he never gave a hand signal, so I'm not too sure what it was. But nonetheless, Oakland will end this game on the penalty kill, assuming no goal here. And a good shot off the face-off there by Northwood, but a good save there by Pottinger as he kicks it out with a purpose. And a bit of a fight happening here in the corner between Kachi and White.
Yeah, a little scuffle right there with Kachi, who's getting knocked to the ground. Mm-hmm. Did not like that whatsoever.
Yeah. And as the final 20 seconds goes in this period, Kachi will try and slap it out. Timberwolves with it in the slot, backhand, but a good stick there by Kachi. And a puck will go down the ice probably one final time with 10 seconds left here in this one.
Clock is hitting now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this game is over.
Yes.
Phenomenal job by the Golden Grizzlies, winning 6-0 against these Northwood Timberwolves.
Yeah, plentiful of goals in that third period. 6 of them, Noah. And it started early, and it kept on coming. As you said, when it rains, it pours. So Oakland will start this playoff with a statement win against Northwood, and they'll move on and play tomorrow night now. And a great game for Pottinger as he'll chalk up a shutout today. It was a pretty easy shutout, I will say, but no shutout is super easy, and a great game there by Pottinger to do what needed to be done.
Definitely the best, the easiest you could possibly get. After what's happened these two past games against Timberwolves, especially what happened against Senior night when they lost in overtime 3-2, this must be the greatest feeling in the world for him right now. Finally for this whole team to get revenge on the Timberwolves after what has happened and could have potentially knocked them out of the playoffs. And they said, nope, we're gonna find a way and we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah, so we're going to conduct a player interview after this game. You can find that on our YouTube later on, either tomorrow or later this week. But we thank you for listening to Oakland Golden Grizzly Hockey on WXOU Sports Radio. Drew Allison, Noah Stalker, thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great night as Oakland wins 6-0. Show here on WXOU Sports. If you guys thought the game would end the way it did, I would say that you're lying. This game was a wild one. The Golden Grizzlies win their first playoff game 6-0 over the Northwood Timberwolves. And you heard it here on WXOU Sports. Drew Allison and Noah Stalker on the call. Guys, great job, great call, and great game. It started off scoreless for the first two periods. The first period, not the most eventful, although you could tell that the chippiness was there. You could tell that each team felt the playoff energy and was willing to give a little extra shove and a little energy to each hit. But ultimately, not a lot going on after that first period. But then the second period came and you saw some of that boil over. You saw some 5-minute majors issued. You saw a little bit more of that energy as it kept escalating and escalating. And the pressure cooker was just bringing to a higher temperature as the period went on. The second period would still end 0-0, and it was anybody's game there as the third approached. And then when the third approached, then all hell broke loose. Then we saw ejections. Then we saw goals scored, plenty of them by the Golden Grizzlies. And to kind of piece it together with how crazy this third period was, not only was there 6 goals scored by the Golden Grizzlies, but that was all sparked by a player ejection on the Timberwolves as well as the head coach. I'm not kidding when I tell you guys this. If you missed it, I'm so sorry to hear it. You could skip back and try to find the call right here on the YouTube live stream. But, again, I'm not lying. The head coach of the Timberwolves literally threw a tire onto the ice after a goal was scored by Oakland and was promptly ejected to join his player in the locker room to listen to the game right here on WXOU Sports, I'm sure. A literal tire was thrown onto the ice in a fit of rage along with the clipboard, and that left the Timberwolves to be managed and run by the assistants, and then that's where really all hell broke loose for the Golden Grizzlies. They piled on 6 points to get a double-point win over the Timberwolves in the first round of the Eastern Division playoffs. It was a wild, wild game. We appreciate everybody listening on WXOU Sports. Be sure to subscribe to us for more live streams like this. To be sure to subscribe to not miss the player interview that my guys over there are going to be getting for you guys. That'll be up on YouTube at least by tomorrow morning. But a way to not miss it is to subscribe, is to like and share, is to do all you can to support your favorite college radio station. And to wrap it up, to land the plane for you guys still listening, 6-0 is the final score in this first round of the playoffs. The Golden Grizzlies will continue their play tomorrow. Sadly, we will not have the call here on WXOU Sports, but be sure to keep up to date with your D3 hockey team on their website. It's a long address, so I'll just tell you to go and Google
Oakland D3 Hockey. You'll find it. They got great articles up, previews, game summaries, everything you need to get to know your Golden Grizzlies. Well, from Giovanni Moceri here in the studio, from Drew Allison and Noah Stalker on site, we thank you for listening to WXOU Sports. Final score one final time, 6-0. Golden Grizzlies over the Timberwolves. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for the Golden Grizzlies men's basketball as they face IUPUI at 3 p.m. We'll see you around, and we'll see you later on WXOU Sports.